Okay, yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It'd be interesting to see if Lindback, if he hasn't played in a month. I mean, he at least has a lot of experience, but
yeah, but still, they're gonna be seeing pucks all night long.
Yeah,
the difference
yeah,
what we
he's gonna be
and you know this from
absolutely
what we saw today, the puck's gonna be flooding to the net all night.
yeah,
driving
right.
post all night, making it come. Everything we talk about,
That's
we're so
basically
used to.
what's going to happen, yeah.
And I don't think they can
Yeah.
contend with it.
What was your hunch for this game? Oh, it's fans aren't going to go home happy.
Yeah, unless they're.
Unless they're boozing.
The worst thing is when you're hammered
Yeah.
and things are going your way.
Yeah, no, that's no good either. You're right. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see what happens. Well, we'll see. 6 minutes on the clock here. Not going to be a seat in this house. You can't hear us right now?
Oh, no. Can you hear? Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
All right, well, we'll keep talking.
I love this.
Yeah.
How can you not be fired up, right?
Yeah, no, this is going to be exciting, man. This guy's done a great job getting the crowd riled up, actually. He's done a terrific job so far getting them fired up.
The inside of the arena right now, I wish the people back home could see this.
Yeah, it would be great. You're right. Yeah. Well, I know. I mean, there's a lot of Canadian fans in the den over there. They were yelling when I was walking by. They're like, TSA. And I was just like, all right, sweet, yeah. This is good.
Canada is everybody's second favorite team except for when they're playing Davos.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
Everybody in Davos will still cheer for Canada except for this game.
Because Canadians have contributed so much to hockey in Switzerland. You make an argument, we've really been responsible for the growth of the game here.
Yeah.
And for the longest time.
Responsible for the growth of the game here.
Yeah, but for the longest time, they wouldn't even say you're bringing import players, and they said, who are your Canadians this year?
That's the reason. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, oh, that's interesting.
Teams would just sign Canadians, and that was it.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to see what Canada does here tonight. So, what was the limit? Like, did they put it in place?
2, 3, 4. It's fluctuated.
Okay. What is it right now? Just 2?
Shoot, it's not 2. I want to say 3.
Oh, really? Huh. That'll be interesting. Well, we'll see what happens.
But in the past, that's all teams did. They wanted to sign Canadians.
They just wanted to get Canadians over. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Perfect. All right. Whew. All right, good. Yep. Yeah, we got 4.5 here. How long until we come? We got just 4:25 right now in the arena. Perfect.
Oh, fantastic.
Good. Right on. Yep. Okay, so we're coming out of player Christmas wishes? Okay, perfect. Okay, yep, no problem. Okay, all right. Okay. Oh, good cheer for Team Canada.
There we go.
Nothing like Christmas wishes from Team Canada here in Davos to get you set for the first game for this Canadian squad. Good afternoon and thank you for joining us. Dustin Nielsen alongside Doug Honegger for our second game of the day, and there is a different atmosphere, probably because it's a night game, but it is Davos, it is Canada. The roof is ready to blow off Vaillant Arena.
Oh, the fans you can hear it right here, the fans are on fire. This is the most widely anticipated game of the tournament. The Davos team coming out onto the ice. We got here 2 hours earlier. The Davos den was full. I think there was a little drinking going on as well in the
Maybe
den.
just a little bit.
I think you talked a little bit about the amount of beer that gets served during the course of the game.
The Davos den, they sell 30 kegs of beer during the game for just that section of the arena, which is absolutely insane. And there's a number of Canadians sprinkled in there as well. Huge cheer for Canada when they came out on the ice.
You know, Canada is everybody's second favorite team in the tournament. When Davos isn't playing, the crowd is behind Canada. But tonight you're going to see a highly partisan hometown Davos crowd in support of the team in blue.
It'll be interesting to see what Davos was able to bring to the table. Obviously, some recent changes. Their new head coach has only coached a couple of games, and Harris Vitolins. So really no expectations on him coming into this thing, is there?
Not at all, and I think, you know, we talked about it in the opening. I think this is a tournament. They want to use this as a springboard to salvage their season, and it's going to start with this tournament. However, Vitolins is up hard against it. This Davos team, I think, is mismatched against Canada. I've said it. I've been open about it. I think this is about as good a Canada team as I've ever seen here in the Spengler Cup.
What do you think makes it as good as Canada team?
The depth up front, great group of forwards, veteran leadership, really strong mobile defense. I think Zach Fucale, if he plays the way he did last year, Dustin, provides outstanding goaltender. This team is just a balanced meal.
It'll be interesting in the other net there as you get a big look at big Anders Lindback, who obviously has some NHL experience. I was chatting with some broadcasters here locally. They said he hasn't played in about a month. But we know what he's capable of. If he can get on his game, could be a little bit of trouble for the Canadians. But for a goaltender who hasn't played in that long, to be thrown into this scene, that can't be easy.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter who you are. When you've been out for a month, there's a readaptation period. For Lindback tonight, facing what I think is the best team in the tournament, the most offensively gifted team in the tournament, the most balanced team in the tournament, it's going to be really interesting to see how he handles this.
Probably going to be an early flurry here from Team Canada. And they will be starting their captain, Andrew Abbott, on this top line. He's the right choice for a Canadian leader considering the experience he has had.
Yeah, he's outstanding. He plays here for Bern in the Swiss League. Outstanding. He's a leader. He's a complete player. He is well respected within this dressing room and by the community at large around Hockey Canada. I think an excellent representative to lead this team. And along with Chris DiDomenico, number 89. Those that have been watching this tournament for the past few years know he's one of my favorite players on this Team Canada roster.
He absolutely lit up the American Hockey League last time he was there, over a point per game. Now once again overseas and ready to go here. A dynamic player. Abbott last year was an all-star at this event. And we are underway. It's the marquee matchup here of the opening round. The host, HC Davos, taking on Team Canada. First look for both of these clubs as Lindback comes out and has that one knocked away. It'll come back to the point. They're going to call it down in an offside and an early whistle.
Yeah, right on the stick of 56, Max Monroe. Outstanding for Team Canada. Represented our country last year. The Olympic Games in South Korea. Was outstanding in this tournament. An all-star for the past couple of years. Just a really good offensive defenseman.
Face-off will come just outside the blue line. And now it'll be played ahead. Control just inside the blue line and knocked up the boards. Onto the stick of DiDomenico. He gets it to Abbott and sends it down in. D'Agostini on this line here. D'Agostini with an opportunity. Side of the goal! And a great look there for DiDomenico, and he fires it high and wide. And that'll be ripped all the way around the boards out to the neutral zone. Simone Dupre settles it down there. Knocks it back down the ice, and they'll say that this one is going to be an icing. Less than a minute into this game. A good look already for Team Canada.
Yeah, and it started down again. Our boy D'Agostini, Chris DiDomenico. Really nice job the way he slid in. You can see the puck right here. D'Agostini seeing DiDomenico come in. Puck came out to him. Nice, sitting right on his blade. But just not able to corral it at the last minute. But a nice effort again. This is what we didn't see earlier on. The play down low, the slot area where this is where Canada really feeds themselves.
Doug, what's your hunch for this game?
My hunch, unfortunately, if you're a Davos supporter, is you're going to be going home a little unhappy today. I think this is just a bad matchup for Davos. I think Canada is going to win this game going away. So I don't think there's going to be a lot of Davos fans happy in this arena at the conclusion of tonight's game.
A little unhappy, but very inebriated. Can we say that?
Yeah, they may be happy because of the amount that they drink, and it's holiday season. But I don't think they're going to be happy what they see on the rink.
Here comes Davos in. This is Klassen. He was brought in just for this event. And he'll drop it down along the boards. Now back to the point. Shot in right into the stomach of Fucale. And he will hang on his first touch of the game. So both goaltenders getting involved here, but just over a minute gone.
Yeah, and there's Harris Vitolins, the new coach for Hockey Club Davos. A lot of pressure on him following the Arno Del Corto here was for 22 years. Imagine you're following a legend. This guy was Hockey Club Davos. For the people back home that have been watching the Spengler Cup, Del Corto synonymous with Davos in this tournament.
Tough for him right now and tough for this franchise as they look to move forward. And obviously something we'll discuss as we work our way through the broadcast tonight. Now here's Egley in the corner. He's hammered off the puck and it'll be knocked in behind the goal and picked up and brought up the ice there by Patrick Wierkoch. Long pass, Lampierre will track this down in the corner. Gets a little bit of support there from Dominic Moore. And the puck is going to be played around and eventually knocked out to the neutral zone. And Canada bringing the physical play early. That was Kyle Quincy with a big hit along the boards.
And that's what we're going to see from Canada. They're going to impose themselves defensively. They're bigger, they're more physical than Davos. One of the advantages I've thought Canada has always had in this tournament is their physical approach. Look for it a lot today.
Now a chance right in front. Lindback watches on as his team will come back, and we're going to have the opening penalty of the game, and it's going to be an early power play for Canada, a trip against HC Davos, and that's one of their better players who I believe they're going to, I thought it was going to be Nygren who's going to go to the bench, but it's not Nygren as you see Adam Cracknell getting back over to the bench there for Team Canada.
And just a sloppy trip right here, putting Canada on the power play. The last thing you want to do, you're Davos, you're the decisive underdog here. You give Canada a power play advantage 2 minutes here into the first period.
Dario Meyer to the box for Davos, an opportunity for Canada to strike early. D'Agostini along the boards, plays it down in behind the net. Mitchell throws it back up right side. DiDomenico here. Takes it down into the corner, flips it back up the middle on that one. An errant pass that'll be scooped up by Lindgren and played down the ice.
What's interesting about this power play, many of the same guys that were on this team last season. This is the first unit that led Canada in the tournament. Especially watch Max Monroe, 56. Great shot from the blue line.
D'Agostini gets the blue line. Ebbett will chase in after this puck, knocks it in behind the goal, and that is on to the stick of Zach Dalpe. Now they'll move it back around left side for D'Agostini. Good look, far side. DiDomenico back up top to Nero. Nero sends one through, deflected just wide, and that'll come back around to D'Agostini. Canada going to work here early. Excellent shot there from Dalpe. And that one off the stick of Lindback, up and out of play. That's an effective 50 seconds on the power play.
It is Canada playing with tempo. The puck is moving. They're aggressive with every decision they make, but you can also see the familiarity. Often an issue when you bring players together for Team Canada, but D'Agostini and DiDomenico played on the same line together last year in this tournament. You can see the familiarity already showing itself here in the first period.
Face-off, blocker side right here of Lindback. Just under 3 minutes gone. Canada working on their first power play of the hockey game, and it'll come back to the point and controlled there. They'll move it around to Emerton up top. Curran far side into the middle, comes all the way across. Emerton will settle it back down on the left wing boards. He's got some traffic in front, sends a shot towards the goal. That hit a body in front, comes back around over there on the far side. McFlicker settles it down, goes to Boychuk in the middle of the ice. Now a shot through a crowd, loose puck just laying there. Boychuk got a piece of it, and Lindback is able to gobble it up and hang on as the power play, less than 40 seconds left.
I think Canada is doing a great job. They're playing to their strengths. They're stronger, they're more physical, more consequent, a lot of pressure. You can see the shot from Curran. It's a simple play. It's a wrist shot in from Lloyd, but look at the traffic in front of the net. You've got Cracknell in front of Lindback trying to create that diversion. We didn't see much of it for those that watched the game this afternoon, but this is Canadian hockey. Simple, effective, hard, fast, consequent.
Much more traffic in front of the net here in this game than we saw earlier between Trinnick and Magnitogorsk, which ended up ending 2-1 in a shootout for the KHL club as this puck will be played down the ice. Less than 30 to work now, the man advantage. Curran goes back to grab it here for Canada, and he'll skate it away. Untouched to center ice, gets the blue line, going to walk in and drop it off on the near boards over there for Cracknell. Cracknell bodied off the puck. It'll come around far side and up and out of play with just over 10 seconds remaining in the man advantage.
But this is what Canada does so well. You see the taking advantage of the power play. 2-on-1 in the corner, forcing that turnover from the Davos defenseman. Canada's been really quick. Sometimes there's an adjustment period we've seen from Canada in this tournament. I am not seeing any of it. Although we're only 4 minutes in, I like what we've seen from this team already.
Very good start. Very good start for the Canadians. A goal in the power play would probably make it a little bit of a better start, but they'll get that top unit back out here for the tail end of this man advantage, and they win the draw. Shot coming in there. Kind of handcuffed Lindback a little bit, but he was able to knock it off his glove, down in between his legs. and get the whistle. But once again, a key face-off win there. Quincy on the blue line with Dante Fabro, who's a first-round pick of the Nashville Predators just 2 years ago. He's at Boston University. He's an excellent talent.
Representing Canada, two World Junior tournaments as well. A real big future of the Nashville blue line.
Here he is with the puck again, settles it down, throws it over to Quincy. A swing and a miss there, and now the puck will be hammered down the ice. So an early bullet dodged for the home side.
Big time for Davos, but I really, you know, specialty teams are the most difficult thing to get going in these tournaments because you don't have a lot of practice. That's what makes Canada's power play there so much more impressive.
Now back in, Davos able to gain the blue line. Shot coming, that's off of a body down into the corner, and then knocked into the corner, hustling over there to pick it up. Dominic Moore uses his body to get a piece of that puck to the blue line, not out. That'll be settled back down. And Fabro, good hesitation by the young player, just 20 years old. Throws it over to Quincy. They've got him matched up with a veteran here.
Really smart along with Quincy. So smooth, Dante Fabro. Great skater, heads up, smart with the puck.
Here's Mitchell, he'll drop it back. Shot coming from Weirkots. Lindback got a piece of it, bounced high in the air out to the slot where Mitchell tried to scoop it up, but it's gonna be taken up the ice. And that was BXer kind of lurking over there, getting an opportunity to play once again. He was looking to blow him up, wasn't he?
He was, and Vizor 56 totally pulled up when he saw BXer getting into the hitting position.
Now here's an opportunity out front. Weirkots again, and the big fella on defense, not afraid to pinch up in there. And Lindback, he's been busy, but he's been good early.
As they square to the shooters. Nice play right there. I like to see Weirkots, the Team Canada defenseman, step in. You'll see the pass come out from Winnick. Quick wrist shot. Maybe a snap, sort of half snap, half wrist, but Lindback in position. Rebound was looking like it got away from him, then he pulled it in, settled things down, but so far 7 shots, 7 saves, and that makes for a save percentage of
100%. I was ready for it. He told me he was going to ask me.
Okay.
The warning from the official.
Blue warning. We got a blue warning. That's it, boys.
Very efficient. Happy with his drop. Now to be played around into the corner. Moved up towards the blue line. And they will get the neutral zone, not much further. That'll be broken up right at the Canadian blue line. And now Canada trying to get back in on the attack. Emerton out there with Dalpe and Boychuk now coming up. Dupre with a shot, tries to throw it across, off a skate, and into the back of the net. Canada scores. Zach Boychuk going to the net. It was off of a skate. Didn't look like he kicked it at all as Dupre sent it over there looking for him, and it's off of Boychuk into the back of the net, 1-0 Canada.
And I was a real big supporter of Zach Boychuk last year. I thought he was outstanding for Canada in this tournament. Maybe an offside right here.
Interesting look at it. And you see Boychuk looking up top. The official heading to the penalty box to get a look at this. You hear him said he's obviously hit his skate. Now, is that what they're going to look at, or are they just looking at the skate?
So in German, they're saying two things. They're saying, one, was there an offside, but also, was it a skate goal? So
this is why I wish I could talk German.
I know, there you go, but Canada's doing the right thing right here. Look at Boychuk just driving the net inadvertently off his skate. That was not directed, just went inadvertently off his skate. But doing the right thing, driving the outside post, taking the defenseman with him.
Good heads-up play there from Simone Dupre as well to feed it over. And Heldner's doing what he needs to do, right? He's got Boychuk tied up.
I just like to drive off the outside post like that. Heldner is, to your point, good body position. Took Boychuk's stick out of the play.
What do you say? No, what he's going to do is he would like to play the puck. He would like to play the puck. You understand? It's not a normal stopping area.
I think that's a goal. Do you think that's not a goal? No. I think that's no goal. Hold on a second. Because he's stopping and it hits his skate. They're going to challenge it anyway. Yeah, hold on a second. That's what I'm saying. Normal speed.
There's Boychuk wondering what the call is going to be. Excellent having the access to the officials right now, breaking this thing down.
We need some simultaneous translation.
Sounds like they think it's going to be a goal.
But there's a dispute. I get the feeling there's a pro and a con going on right now.
So we got a situation here where both officials are going back and forth. That's what you're picking up.
One is saying it looks like it was just a hockey play, and the other is saying he put a stick out. It was a non-hockey play. That's what I picked up in German.
Here's the call, and they're going to say it's a good goal for Zach Boychuk and Team Canada, which will get a round of boos here from the home crowd of HC Davos. Now some explanations from the officials. Now the linesman went into the booth. Are they going to look at the offside?
It's quite possible. Let's see whether or not the cameras pick up what they're saying. They are saying, you heard him right, to your point, he said, I think it's offside.
What a start to this hockey game.
So the goal has been signaled, now they're reviewing it for the offside.
This is actually a proper way to handle this. They're handling it very well. It does look offside, does it not?
Yeah.
So once again, just to break down what happened here, the referees went in. There's a great shot.
Stop. Okay, frame by frame. Frame by frame.
And I am loving the access to these officials. You'll never get a shot like that anywhere else.
Look at this right here. But what's interesting is they broke this down. So the referees adjudicated the goal, which is whether or not Boychuk deflected it. Now the linesmen are adjudicating the issue of whether or not there was an offside.
What Boychuk did was legal.
Absolutely.
They've announced it as the goal here. Then the linesmen have gone in to look at what appears to be an offside play. And I think we did hear when they first went in there, one of them said, I think it was offside.
I just want to check if there is another player on the other side to make sure. Me too, but I gotta see that on the video.
It's close.
I don't want to be making that call.
And then just moments after that, offside or non-offside, you see the goal from Boychuk driving the net. That is the head coach of HC Davos. In his first Spengler Cup experience, getting an interesting read here on what's happening just over 5 minutes in. I don't think this angle would really help them much at all. Tough to tell from there. They've got a couple of good looks at it.
And I'll tell you, I really like the play from Desprez as well. Simon Desprez right here. That was a beautiful pass to Boychuk. Almost a bit of a saucer, but it was a seeing eye pass. Really sweet play from the Team Canada defenseman.
It's still a good goal. So after the linesmen look at it on the offside, they're going to say that it's a good goal. I'm somewhat surprised. I don't want to say it was cut and dry, but it looked as though it was going to be an offside.
I certainly thought they were going to eventually call it back due to the offside, because that's the indication we were getting initially from the linesman.
So Boychuk from Desprez, and that one comes at 5:24.
Did you hear Andrew Evan and these guys? They're going back and forth with the ref saying, geez, did that ever take a long time?
That's the captain of Team Canada, Andrew Evatt, in good spirits. His team taking a 1-0 lead. Boychuk the goal. And now Canada will look to add to their lead. Here is Evatt. He's away through the neutral zone. Tried to chip it in. That was broken up. Fabre will hammer it all the way down the ice. And it'll be controlled here by Davos, and they'll move it ahead. Pass behind the intended target all the way down the ice. And that'll go down. That's a huge swing in this game. I mean, if you're HC Davos, if you get that call, you're okay, here we go, reset. You're Canada now, you're trying to put that hammer down early.
And you are so right. That's exactly what I was thinking as well, that this would be an emotional lift. But Kevin Denis's team is going to build on this. You can see Davos slightly deflated. Canada, the momentum coming off of that face-off.
Face off to the glove side left here of Lindback, and that is won by Davos. Down low, picked up there by Dalpe. Now we'll try to walk out, feathering it across, and that would have been another one for Boychuk. Had a good look at it there. Now he's going to work it back up along the wall. Former Lethbridge Hurricane and Carolina Hurricane. Fed it down low. And that's going to be batted away all the way down the ice. Fucali, who hasn't been busy, will come out here and leave it in behind his goal.
And just settled it down, gave it to the veteran Kevin Bieksa. But Canada just looking really poised here.
Here's Emerton with speed in over the blue line. Emerton walking in. Eventually had it poked away by the long stick of Lindback. That'll be controlled by Luca Hischier. And yes, he is the older brother of Nico Hischier of the New Jersey Devils. Here's Hischier in over the blue line. Canada collapsed very nicely on him just inside the zone. Comes all the way back around near side. Wieser here. Dino Wieser knocked down. And Canada will take over.
And that's the physicality I was talking about earlier on. Clean hits. They play knocking Wieser off the puck and then allowing Canada to clear the zone comfortably.
Now the battle down low to the blocker side right here of Lindback. Lapierre digging there along the boards, gets a little bit of help. And the puck will squirt back out to the neutral zone, settled down there by Nareau. Moves it back ahead, an opportunity. Lapierre cuts wide, sends a shot, blocker side, comes all the way around, back out to the neutral zone. Kyle Quincy there, and he'll hammer it in, comes all the way around back to the Canadian bench where they were making a change. Now they'll move it ahead, a little bit of room for Quincy. He's gonna lead the rush, has traffic going to the net, sends it on goal, and Lindback will hang on for the stoppage as Canada with a 1-0 lead over HC Davos. Okay. Okay, sounds good. Thanks, man. Yeah, that was crazy.
I would like to see us get one more before the period's out, though.
Welcome back to the Spengler Cup in Davos, Switzerland. Dustin Nielsen, Doug Honegger with you, and Team Canada holding a 1-0 lead here, closing in on the 8-minute mark of the first period. And Zach Fucali in net for Canada has not really been tested just yet, has he, Doug?
No, he hasn't. First of all, Canada's done a great job of funneling the play to the outside. Any shot he's faced has been relatively easy, but give credit to Canada's defensive position. I've been so impressed how quickly they pivoted back and got into defensive positioning.
Good pass ahead from Curran. They'll skate onto this. Shot from a bad angle, and Lindback had to be ready. That came in pretty hot, and he was able to hang on to it.
He did, and he's made some very good saves here. We're 8 minutes deep here in the first period, but Canada is funneling pucks at him. And I think you alluded to it at the beginning of the broadcast. He hasn't played in a month. You can be sure the Canadian coaches and management team are aware of that. All kinds of traffic in front of him.
Abbott on the draw here for the Canadians. And the puck hopped once, and then it's knocked back in behind the goal. Heldner goes back there to get it. He had Boychuk tied up on the puck that ended up in the back of the net. Abbott will get the blue line and chip it in. Hustling back there, Heldner to go get it, and they'll move it up the boards. Out to center ice, and now they'll chip it in and try to go after it. Dupre, first man on it. Official falls in behind the net. Canada comes back, and now we see Davos trying to throw their weight around a little bit, but that might open up an opportunity. Here's Ebbett. He's got Gagnon with him. Tried to throw it across. That hit a defender and bounced into the corner where Canada is able to track it down momentarily before it's knocked out to Dupre at center ice. He took him on. What do you think about Davos getting physical?
I think they need to get physical, and they're a good skating team. By Swiss standards, they are a physical team. Ebbett there, I don't think he liked his shot as a lefty coming down the left-hand side with a big goaltender in net, so I think we saw him try to saucer over to Gagnon.
Now this will be brought up to the blue line, settled down there. Weirkoch will move it ahead, picked up on the backhand by Boychuk. Now he headmans the puck. Emerton far side, Dalpe drops it back, shot towards the goal. Juicy rebound. Nobody there though, and it'll be picked up. Bobbled inside the blue line, eventually played up in onside. Davos coming back on a rush there. Oh my goodness! Kevin Bieksa blowing up Anders Ambul as he came in over the blue line.
Head was down, Dustin. Head was down. Bieksa saw it and just planted him.
Well, message sent for everyone else in the tournament. Bieksa was looking for that earlier. He got it there. Here's a shot through, blocked away by Lindback.
And we saw from up here the play developing. I'm shocked that Ambul cut across like that with his head down with a veteran like Bieksa in front of him.
I almost wanted to yell out for him. Heads up! Now here's McFlicker. He'll throw it over. That bounces through the legs of Fabro. Gets over there, settles it down, throws it over to Quincy. Quincy, good pass ahead. And now Moore at center ice will backhand it in. Lindback comes out to play. It's going to be pressured from behind, so he'll move it high off the glass. That's off the glass, up and out of play as we near the midway point of the first period.
And there's Ambul, a veteran guy, 35 years of age, and Boy, did he have his head down. There's Kevin Biex. I mean, he plays the game sort, but watch it right here. The head goes, look, he's not even looking, and Biex, listen, that didn't just happen out of thin air. Biex just watch him slide across the backside, the shoulder, and he just caught, he caught Ambuel big time.
Well, if BX is here looking for another job in the National Hockey League, those are the type of things that stand out a little bit for the vet.
You know he's laughing about it too because they're giving it to him on the bench.
They'll come back around to the point. Dupre bobbles it a little bit. Beezer will help knock it out to the neutral zone. And Bobby Saganetti in here after that one, recently picked up by Davos. And now they'll be brought ahead by Team Canada. They'll drop it back. Dupre's going to have to retreat to go back and get this one. 1-0. Canada leading the host, HC Davos. Spengler Cup, thanks for joining us. Here's Mitchell. Drops it off for Winnick. Takes it down into the corner. Ran out of room, so he put on the brakes and backed up a little bit, trying to hammer it back down into the corner. Gets some help there from Cracknell. And now Cracknell tried to play it back out to Winnick. Defended well and eventually chopped out and down the ice. Not much else to do in that situation if you're Sanguinetti.
And I'm impressed with Cracknell 24. He's been really active here to start the game.
Cracknell still playing in the American Hockey League, getting the opportunity to come over. Kevin Dineen, so much success with Hockey Canada as a player, as a coach. Perfect fit for this team.
And think about what he did with the women's program as well. He is a complete Hockey Canada man. He's represented or coached Canada pretty much every level and every gender. He's been an outstanding ambassador for this game, and people over here recognize him. I've been asked by Swiss media about him. When they start going through his biography, people come up to me and go, wow, I had no idea he had such an extensive background with Hockey Canada.
Back to the point. They'll swing it across. Left side for Fabro. Settles it down on his back end. Drops it up into the middle. DiDomenico with a little bit of time. Tons of traffic in front. Sends a shot high over top of the goal. Lindback never saw it. Fabro will pick it up for Canada, and he swings back around. Drops it down low for DiDomenico. He leaves it there for Quincy. Quincy throws it across. That would have been very nice. Ebbett couldn't get a stick on it. Brought back in over by Clausen. Gets the zone. Drops it back. Settled down there. Shot towards the goal. Fukali. And with some traffic there, managed to get a blocker on it.
I like the way Heldner stepped in. 61 in blue. Stepped in. Drove to the net. Good wrist shot. Traffic in front. But Fukali with the blocker save.
Linus Clausen's actually been doing some things offensively here for Davos.
Yeah, he's one of the few. It really is going to. We talked in the opening about Ambu, but a lot of this is going to rest on the shoulders of the Swedish player Clausen.
Now they moved ahead. That hit one of the members of Davos. They'll eventually bring it in, and they are onside. They'll try to track this puck down in the corner. Looking to play it back up to the point. Canada in there, though, knocking them down. Weirkoch couldn't control. That'll be kept in on the far side. Eschleman will knock it around in behind the goal. Centered out front. Glorious opportunity there. And a good stick by Boychuk, actually, to break it up. Pistone had a great chance. Now Fukali will turn another one aside.
Pistone is a real nice player, the small forward for Davos. Did a really nice job there finding the hole. Here he is again.
Now here's an opportunity right in front, right from the slot. Pistone again, and Fukali closes the door on the 5-hole. Kevin Bieksa making an impact early. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, we'll hit that in there. Canada plays Denmark. Yep. Okay. From this game so far? Okay.
Very cool.
Okay.
Well done. Dustin's coming in hot today.
Welcome back to Vaillant Arena in Davos. Midway through the first period, and a power play coming up here for Canada. That'll be their second of the game. Fukali will rush to the bench. They'll get the extra attacker over the boards. And it's DiDomenico, and eventually it'll be touched. So another power play for Canada. 0 for 1 in this game, but they'll get opportunity number 2 to make a big difference here before the end of the first.
Yeah, Dubois could go off for, I think, 3 different calls. It could be a hook, it could be a hold, it could be an interference, or even a trip. That makes 4. But Dubois, long-standing member of the Swiss national team, really good player by international standards. But you'll see him right here. He was beat. Nick Flicker had a leg on him, just had the shoulder inside of him. He pulled him down. I think they're going to call it as a trip. Ambiel certainly didn't like it, but Canada now with the opportunity to go up by 2.
They'll work it back to Nero at the point. Drops it off, coming across. Shot there, net's off. They put it in the back of the net. D'Agostini with the shot. Looked to me like the net came off early. He went upstairs.
Was that a shot, though, or what?
Excellent shot.
Jeez. Yeah, but the referee saw the net was off its moorings, still signaled for a goal. But here we have a conference again.
2
How
goals.
about that shot? Watch this shot.
2 controversies.
This is the benefit of playing together last season. Just look at the way they move the puck to D'Agostini. He's a righty on the left-hand side. Just watch this. Andrew Ebbett doing a great job with the screen in front of, look, Lindback didn't even see that. Ebbett with a deft little screen in front of him, but how about that wrist shot? That was a bullet to the top shelf.
Excellent shot from D'Agostini. The officials, once again, reviewing this.
Bar down right there.
And we will get another look at it for sure. The net clearly was not that far off.
No.
It's been pushed off since then. But to me, it looked like Lindback came over, hit the post, and then as he went to get set, the net came off. You'll get a look at it here.
And you're absolutely right, Dustin.
See, so now I wonder if they're going to say it was still partially on because it has to be all the way off when the puck went in. This will be another tough judgment call for the officials.
I just love the way Canada worked that power play.
Yeah.
Tick, tack, shot, goal. But look at the play again by Ebbett. These are the kinds of things that I've seen him do in this tournament for the past few years for Team Canada.
No. But the corner cam, we need to have the corner cam.
See the mask for an overhead? They said they don't have one.
This one is. Huh? This now. You think this is no goal? The last picture, for me not. Corner cam, please. Take it. You know, I mean, inside camera.
They don't know. Listen to them.
Oh, yeah.
But Dustin, you had to shoot the puck like that.
Because the puck is
20 feet out, top shelf.
Good traffic in front from Ebbett, who's not a big guy either, but
No.
you don't have to be very tall to get right in the face of Lindback there.
And you know, again, this is a subtle thing, right? You see how just he glided in front?
No goal.
Yeah.
They will say the net was off, but once again, it sounded like they were going back and forth on that one.
I thought initially, my sense from the ref was that they were going to call it a goal.
Yeah.
You know, arguing much like what you said, which is that Lindback was the one that knocked it off the moorings.
yeah.
Therefore, it should be a goal.
It was clearly off. It was just how much was it off?
Yeah, don't do it again.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Andrew Ebbett cam. He's all over that tonight. This was excellent. I hope we get more reviews. I'm in love with the process of getting a good look at what's exactly going on down there. Canada, though, and think about this. It only took them 6 seconds to score that power play goal.
It was a clinic.
So they still got 1:54 to work with. Just over 7 minutes left here in the first. Canada leading 1-0. 1 goal reviewed, and they got it. The other one reviewed, and it was taken back. And they will remain on the power play. Puck comes out. Ebbett knocked it back in, so they'll have to wait. This gives Davos an opportunity to scoop it up and chop it down the ice. Nero will go back here for Canada. Nero playing in Zurich. Puts up some good offensive numbers as well. Has won multiple gold at the Spengler. Gets it again. Walks the blue line. Flips it back to D'Agostini. The goal scorer that would not be, but an excellent shot like you mentioned. Now in behind the goal. Great pass out front. Dalpe denied. That's a nice save from Lindback as they'll reset it again. Nero, far side, back up top. Shot coming from the point, deflected, and Lindback got a piece of it. Couldn't hang on, and then it's hammered into the Davos bench.
An outstanding save on Dalpe, but Canada doing a great job working it, getting it back to the blue line. Ebbett and others creating traffic in front of net. You're going to see it right here. Here's Dalpe, number 18. The pass coming out from Ebbett. Look how quickly Lindback, big goaltender. Big goaltender. Slides across Ebbett with the seeing eye pass. But Dalpe driving in right there. Sven Young, 61, with the hook on him. not able to prevent the shot, and an excellent save again.
Face off just outside the blue line. Dalpe with a couple of good looks so far in this game. He's having an excellent season in the American Hockey League this year in Cleveland. 26 points in 28 games. Now here's Canada in on the rush. Shot! And Lindback got a piece of that. And maybe an opportunity here for Davos shorthanded, but a good job by Cody Curran, former Calgary Dino, to slide over there and keep that puck out of harm's way.
Curran has been solid for Canada, as has McFlicker, 16. Again, a multiple representative for Team Canada at the Spengler Cup.
They're in and they're onside. It'll be hammered around, and they'll try to control it over there. Less than 30 seconds to work in the power play. Boychuk gets it back up towards the point. They'll come to Curran. Curran moves it over left side for Emerton. Emerton into the middle of Boychuk, drops it back to Curran. Curran flips it high, knocked down neatly there from Emerton. Good pass across, far side, shot coming. Traffic in front was there. Got a piece of it. They regain puck possession back to Curran. Sends another one towards the goal. Boychuk got a piece of that. And it deflects just wide. Canada's power play unable to capitalize despite a lot of pressure.
On multiple chances.
Now here's Ambulance. Hammered by Bieksa earlier in this game. He'll flip it in deep. And an opportunity maybe now for Davos to get a little bit of pressure in the offensive zone. Terry Batter knocked down. And they'll keep possession. Good job defensively there by Gagnon to break up one play, but give Davos credit here, trying to stay on this puck.
Yeah, staying forechecking, relentless on their forecheck right here, matching Canada man for man. It's the best sustained pressure we've seen from them in the first period.
Quincy slides in, picks up this puck. Gagnon just inside the blue line, can't get it out. It'll be flipped back down. He'll get another crack at it, and he's gonna try to play it in behind the goal, but good pressure there once again from Dario Simeon.
And Clausen read that place. Gagnon trying to feed it to his partner behind the goal, but Clausen doing a nice job intercepting it.
Now they'll come in over the blue line, and that is caught on the offside with less than 5 minutes to go. Canada 1-0. That might have been the best shift that we've seen from Davos so far in this game.
And interestingly, it was Dominic Moore, Max Lapierre on the ice, two of Canada's better defensive forwards. Good job. But no surprise also with Linus Clausen, we talked about him moments earlier, really having to carry the load for Davos offensively and showing us on that shift why.
Hey guys, it's just a warning. I just skip the distance. You've been warned already, eh? No penalty.
You've been warned already.
Sounds like your mother talking to you when you're a little boy.
Nobody listened back then either. So VX will hammer it in. That took a weird bounce. Lindback managed to get a pad down and keep it behind his own goal. Now it's going to be sent in behind the net. Weirkoch moves down, keeps it deep. They'll play it back up to the point.
No.
Shot coming here, and Lindback. Traffic was coming just a little bit late there on the shot from Winnick.
I want to ask your opinion on this. What do you think about big goaltenders dropping down to the butterfly the way Lindback does?
Opens up a lot of space up high. I never get it, but that's just how goalies play. So we've got Spengler Cup action here. World Junior action, of course, full swing later on today, highlighted by Canada taking on Denmark. And then actually after that game, Sweden, Finland, which is always a doozy as well.
I mean, look, that's really Canada-USA, but the Nordic version. Hockey fans in Canada will do well to watch that one. Always a great contest.
Weirkoch with a shot. Broken stick. That one's kicked at. Knocks into the corner. Weirkoch is going to hustle over. He's not going to get a new stick. He'll head off the ice. And coming on there in his place was Dupre, and he'll pick up that puck. Watch there by Pistone, who's been involved here for HC Davos so far in this game.
Yeah, I like Pistone. Small player, plays on the Swiss national team. Real hard-working guy, much like Anders Ambul.
Here's Ebbett. Finds a trailer with the shot. Lindback had D'Agostini driving to the goal. Kind of knocked him out, and we've got a penalty coming up. And I think they're going to call interference on the player who was hooked up with D'Agostini going to the bench, and that's
Mark Ashleman, I think.
That is Eschleman for Davos. So back. You're playing with fire here if you're Davos right now.
You know, and it's all these hooking and holding and tripping calls against Davos as well because they're out of position, being beaten to the puck. There you can see Andrew Ebbett, 19, driving the net, being pulled down by Ashleman. Canada just doing a great job. They are funneling men to Lindback consistently here in the first period.
Mad scramble off the draw, pile up in the faceoff circle. Eventually that puck pops loose to Curran, who had it taken away. And now Davos will move it out to center. Ambul trying to track it down just inside the blue line. Couldn't control it. Now Curran will skate it away for Canada. Gets the blue line. They're onside. Curran lost the handle on it, and it'll eventually be played back away. And Dino Wieser will hammer it down the ice. Fucali comes out to play it for Canada. gives it away in the corner. He was pressured a little bit, but good support there from Canada. Fukali lost his stick. He have time to go up and snag it. Gets that taken care of. Canada's going to freshen things up a bit. So we brought ahead. DiDomenico, he's going to cut wide. Knocked off the puck, but good job to get it back and play it to Ebbett. Nero at the point. Moves it down into the corner. D'Agostini back up top. Nero with the shot coming. Deflection in front. Lindback got a right pad on it, as I believe Ebbett got a stick on it on the way to the goal. Here's D'Agostini now. Left wing wall. Down low to Ebbett. Dalpe parked right out in front. They'll move it back across. Now to Dalpe in the middle. Leaves it back to DiDomenico. Shot there, and that one wide. Comes lively off the glass. Bounces down. D'Agostini will settle it down and move it in behind the goal. Ebbett, far side. Shot coming there from DiDomenico. And I don't know if Lindback took that off his melon or off the post, but it's up and out of play.
But let's talk about the puck move from Canada on this power play. Every pass on the tape, something you don't even think about because you just assume that pucks are going to go there, but this was just an absolute passing clinic. Here's Noro, I talked about him earlier on, runs the power play from Canada's blue line and shot a bomb there. You see Ebbett, where was he again? In front of the net. It seems to be pretty much his home here in the first period.
Now they'll control off the draw again. Nero, DiDomenico, same unit stays out there for Canada. This is Ebbett in behind the goal. Moves it around. Nero hustle over there. He'll keep that in, no problem. Right point. Gets it back down. DiDomenico out front. Dalpe is swing and a miss there. May have had his stick lifted at the last second.
Yeah, and the pass was a little bit awkward, sort of tight on him, but a nice play. DiDomenico saw the right-handed shooting Dalpe in the shooting position.
D'Agostini's going to go for a skate, cutting wide. Shot from a bad angle. And Lindback has pushed the net off again. His left post is off. And I wonder if the officials will have a chat with him now.
Well, he's dropping down in the butterfly at every instance, and he kicks his legs out, and that's the second time, as you mentioned, that he has knocked the net off its moorings.
Less than 2 minutes remaining here in the first period. He has been busy. There's no doubt about it.
And there's a DiDomenico shot. Tight one for him, too, as a righty coming down the right-hand side, trying to take that pass on the one-timer. But as I mentioned, Lindback back down, dropping down in the butterfly, taking that puck off his shoulder.
For those of you who may remember Anders Lindback, Nashville, Tampa, Dallas, Buffalo, and Arizona in the National Hockey League.
Don't forget, there was a period in time where they thought he was the goalie of the future, especially in Nashville.
In Nashville, I know. With some of the other guys that they had there, they were thinking that maybe he was going to be a guy that might push Pekka Rinne out of the mix. Obviously, they made a good decision with Pekka Rinne, but he had a lot of potential.
That's worked out for them, I think.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still a Yuri Soros guy, but...
Because we have 4 guys on the ice. Pair 2, please, down.
Face-off controlled. Back to the point for Fabro. Dishes it off. Left wing wall for Mitchell. Back to even strength. Shot from Winnick was deflected. Comes all the way across to Quincy. He knocks it down in behind the goal. And it'll be picked up by Mitchell again. Flying around the offensive zone here. Keeps it alive along the boards. Less than 90 seconds remaining in period number 1. Canada all over Davos, but still leading just 1-0. We'll move it back up to the right point. Shot through a crowd by Fabro. That one will be hammered around the boards. Quincy kept it in at the blue line, moves it back down in behind the net. That'll be settled down in behind the goal. That's Cracknell who's trying to move out with it. Now they'll play it in behind the net. Winnick on it there for Canada. He's hit, knocked that puck loose, and then backhanded down the ice. Won't make it for icing. Fabro back on it, less than a minute to play in the first. Dominic Moore gets the blue line. Puck just jumped ahead of him, tried to track it down. He'll get some support here along the left wing boards, but the puck will come back out to the neutral zone. Bieksa throws it across to Weirkach. Good look far side, they're onside. Trying to come back across the zone, it was picked off, and it'll be brought ahead here by Davos. The crowd wanting something to happen offensively. Excited about this rush. Now here's Heischer. Moves it down low. Vieser far side, and that one had no hope of reaching the left point. It was broken up.
No, Lapierre read that perfectly. Sort of showed him a little bit, then he jumped in, made the play, got the puck out of the zone, but that's not the play you want if you're Davos. You're down by 1, a few seconds left in the period, get the puck to the net.
Now they'll be brought ahead, in over the blue line. Maybe one last chance here for Davos. Zach Boychuk, the only goal scorer in this hockey game, and we're going to catch up with him in the first intermission. That is just around the corner. Boychuk has Canada ahead 1-0 here as they make their debut at the Spengler Cup here 2018, leading the host club by a score of 1-0.
jetzt, wenn bei Marco steht, danke für deine Teilnahme beim Fightback. Lieber Marco, der ist schon aber sensationell. Haben wir eine Dame, die von König Display hat. Gratulation. Du darfst das Wasser auf den Eis spielen. Ist die Name? Assunta. Was für ein schöner Name. Wunderbar. Also, da steht Kasse 1 auf der Südseite. Norden, Süden, Osten und Westen heisst der. Kasse 1, kannst du jetzt sagen. Der bekommst
Yeah, I'm here, and Doug's right next to me. His headset's not on, but he's here. Okay. So let's sit on. Oh, really? Okay, how's that? He's here now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right here. Could talk away there, Doug.
Go. 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3. Beautiful.
What a time to be alive. We're
It
good.
is. It is.
Yeah. Perfect. Oh, it's good, that family Canadian section. I didn't even see that.
I would love to see this fight this weekend. Jones and Gustafsson, Cyborg and Nunes, women. So that is gonna be sick.
Jones is
And
John Jones?
Gustafsson, yeah.
He's fighting Gustafsson?
And I don't think everybody says Gustafsson doesn't want the fight. I don't know why he wants that fight either.
Yeah.
I think you get hurt with Jones.
What happened last time those two guys fought?
Jones won, but Jones is his drug problem. They're saying he
Yeah, I
tested
was gonna
positive
say,
again.
yeah. That's what I thought. Didn't they have to move this fight or something?
How about the fact 2 brothers in the NFL and him at UFC? How about that family growing up? Can you imagine?
The Jones family?
Yeah.
Who's his brother?
Jones that played for the Patriots, now in New England, or now in Arizona, the defensive end.
The D lineman.
Yeah, and there's another Jones.
Chandler Jones.
Super gemacht bei deinen Kollegen, wenn sie zu viel auf dem Eis sind, okay? Tipptopp, aufpassen.
This is great. Can't wait to see the Ice Tigers tomorrow. Downstairs. Here we go.
Welcome back. Second period action coming up here. Vaillant Arena in Davos, Switzerland. Canada leading the host HC Davos 1-0 after 20 minutes. Dustin Nielsen alongside Doug Honninger. Thank you very much for joining us. Of course, World Junior action coming up here on TSN today as well. What's your takeaway here for period number 2? What are you expecting?
I think Canada is going to just continue building on what I thought was as good a first period as I've seen from them in the tournament in the last 15 years. Should have been up more than 1-0. Full value for leading this, but I thought they were outstanding.
Already a scoring opportunity in this period turned away. Maybe one coming the other way for Davos as they send it towards the goal. Couldn't get a backhand on it. Fucali got enough to steer it wide. Now he'll knock this one to the corner as well. He was not busy in that opening period as Canada will flip this puck down the ice, and that'll be a rare icing against the Canadians.
I was about to say a little bit of a flurry. The Fucali handled shot came in from Ambio, made the kick save. As you said, I think that's the first time we've seen Canada ice the puck. D'Agostini just clearing the zone using the boards. The puck on the fresh ice skidded to the other end, and now the face-off to the right of Zach Fucali and Canada's goal.
The thing with Davos here, I mean, they've had a very tough season. They were, I don't want to say dominated, but they were had it handed to them pretty good in the first, but they're still only down 1-0. Like, they might not feel that bad about themselves right now.
I think they feel good about themselves, and what's interesting, since they made their coaching change 2 games ago, they've been down going into the third period in both games and have come back to win. So you don't want to let them linger around in the game.
Now Di Domenico in on the forecheck, trying to knock this puck loose. That'll be taken away and brought ahead 3-on-2 here. Heischer far side, drops it back up high. Wieser throws it across, what a save! Fucali flashing the right pad as he got his leg on that one to Rob Stoop right in front of the net.
Yeah, that was by far Davos' best scoring chance. 75 Stoop. Watch the play coming right here. I thought it was a strange one because Wieser was coming across. You see he pivoted, he wanted to get the wrist shot off, but instead it wasn't there. The backhand, really a no-look backhand to Stoop. Great one-timer, but see how fast Fucali came across to make that save.
Best look of the game for Davos coming early here in the second. Another shot through a crowd. That's not going to make it home. Emerton will grab it and try to play it ahead. Broken up, knocked back in, and onside. They'll grab the blue line, fired high over the head of Fukali. The Exo will just move it around the boards. That'll be kept in there, pinching down Buckley. And they'll come to the blue line, and they'll backpedal out there. Nygren throws it far side. They're just onside as they'll work it down into the corner. And a much better start to this period than the last one for the hosts here at the Spengler Cup. Puck chopped towards the goal. That'll bounce down in the corner. And good pursuit of the puck. Wojciech will eventually knock it out to the neutral zone. Now they'll try to play it ahead. Dalby just onside, and he stood up at the hash marks. And they'll come back and pick up the puck here for Davos.
And Sanguinetti, 21 for Davos, doing a really nice job there, standing up and holding the blue line for Davos.
Now puck off the stick of Dario Simeon all the way down the ice for icing. So a very eventful opening 2 minutes here at period number 2.
Yeah, a little bit unexpected. I thought Canada was going to come out quick, capitalize on what I thought was such an excellent first period, but instead, it's a bit of a rejuvenated Davos here to start the second period.
Dominic Moore in to take the draw for Canada. Out there with Max Lapierre. This puck will squirt into the corner. McFlicker trying to come up with it. Canada really came out early physically. Davos kind of answered back, and then it's kind of slowed down on both sides.
Yeah, and I think Davos did a pretty good job sustaining Team Canada's pressure, particularly their physical pressure. They withstood it, and in fact, for some periods of the first period, actually gave it back to them.
Now it's center ice. This will be controlled and knocked down by Fabro. And eventually chopped back out to the neutral zone. Quincy will settle it down there and knock it ahead. McFlicker trying to get control of the blue line. That didn't work. And Quincy will move up, knock it in. They're off. Thought they might be onside, but there was a Canadian player going on that door on the bench. That's a good 10 feet inside the blue line.
Yeah, and the ref saw that. He was going in on the beside the backup goaltender. There's Daniel Winnick sort of questioning that call as well. 26 for Canada.
So much room on these benches. Luxurious over there. You played here. What was that like?
Like staying at the Four Seasons.
So like everywhere else in Davos, basically.
Oh, is it incredible? Your first time here.
This city's amazing, man. It's absolutely incredible. Tournament, we're just on day one. It's been brilliant already. Canada here now leading 1-0. Back to the point. Shot coming there. That one off of a leg, comes all the way around left point. Settled down by Nero, knocks it in behind the goal. Cracknell will move in after. It's going to be played away from him. Winnick comes up, couldn't get a stick on it. Now it'll be brought away with a little bit of room to wheel by Davos. Sent towards the goal. That was in some feet. Bounces into the corner. Weirkotz knocks his man down. And a good job by Davos to locate this loose puck. They'll try to take it to the middle of the ice. Staying on it here, shot. That's Pistone again. You're right, not a big guy, but he's strong in the puck.
Always moving his legs. You know what he reminds me a little bit? Max Domi.
Go,
Small guy, head up, good hand, shoots the puck well, always gets his nose in there, plays much, he's listed at about 5'8", 5'9", but plays bigger than that.
Here's Winnick at the end of a longer shift. Throws it across, Ebbett spun, got a backhand on it. Winnick will go to the front of the net, shot, and they score! Weak side, D'Agostini. Looked like he was going to make a pass, decided to fire it on net, snuck it through Lindback. Canada leads 2-0.
And this is Canada doing what they've been doing the entirety of the game, funneling pucks to Lindback. And the biggest criticism about him has been his inconsistency. You're going to see right here, once again, Andrew Ebbett right in the middle of it. But look at D'Agostini. Didn't just shoot it. You're going to see on the next, if we see right here, he pulls up. You see 3 or 4 feet. He bought himself time, but you've got to have that.
How does that sneak through
doesn't,
that
it
guy?
shouldn't. It can't. Underneath, and that's that tricky spot between the arm and the body, but you've got to seal that hole, particularly when you're that big and you drop to the butterfly. We talked about it in the first period. Your view on goaltenders going down to the butterfly.
Big guys like that, you open yourself up to that exact thing right there as it sneaks underneath them. D'Agostini will take it.
And that apparently is the kind of goal that Lindback has been giving up pretty consistently. And I know that's a harsh criticism, but pretty consistently for Davos throughout the first half of the Swiss season.
Well, he hadn't played for a month, and it wasn't because he was injured. They were just trying to get something else going.
Yeah, they healthied him, and they were playing Jill Senna, a third-round National Hockey League draft pick, but obviously nowhere near the experience that Lindback has in his place.
Now along the boards, Canada will win this battle. Ebbett out there again, plays it down low. D'Agostini back to the point. That's going to be kept in at the blue line. They'll throw it across to Bieksa. Bieksa with a shot. That's deflected. Stays in play down in the corner. Emerton on it there. Bieksa slides down for the point to try to keep it alive. He sure will grab it for Davos and play it down into the far corner.
You know, we talked about Bieksa, how he's going to adjust, having not played, and then the big cheat. Things look really good.
Yeah,
this is a fast game. His positioning's been great. Skating's been good.
For somebody who hasn't been playing, it doesn't look like he's missed a step, to be honest with you.
Not at all.
Now Davos just inside their own blue line. They'll throw it across left side of the ice. That'll be picked up by Buckley. Hammers it down into the corner. Boychuk's going to have some room to skate. Here's Boychuk trying to headman that puck, picked up by Dalpe, walking in, backhander, and he's hooked at the last second. And that will be a power play. Penalty shot for Zach Dalpe coming up here. As he tried to go backhand, I was actually chatting with Ron Francis today, and we were talking about that move. He goes, Dalpe loves that move. He loves going backhand.
How about that pass from Boychuk? But look at him. This is nice. Look at him corral the puck right here. Still bouncing a little bit. I thought he had Lindback there. Thought he was just going to go around him a little bit more and just trying to funnel it. I thought Lindback committed a little bit early there, and Dalpe made a nice move to the backhand.
Penalty shot for Zach Dalpe. Once played for the Penticton Vs in the BCHL. We actually rode up in a shuttle with Dalpe from Zurich. Him and his wife and their one-year-old boy, Brooks, watching now here in the crowd, seeing if Daddy can put one home. Dalpe walks in, fires it just wide, blocker. Lindback outweighted him. He ripped that thing on net, though.
He did. I like it. I like to see a guy come down and be decisive. That's exactly what Zach Dalpe was, but give Lindback credit. He hung on. You see him right there. Didn't flinch one bit. Dalpe wanted to sort of see what he was going to do. He tried to buy him.
See if he could get him down.
Yeah.
Or
Lindback, full value right there with the save on the penalty shot.
a little frustrated there. Dalpe, he's had some good looks. Like he shoots the puck hard.
And he's playing on that first unit power play. I think he's looked very good alongside D'Agostini, Andrew Ebbett,
He's a
Christy
slot guy.
Domenico.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because of his shot. Played one game actually with the Columbus Blue Jackets this year, and on the way up when we were talking to him, he said he's been called up for a number of morning skates, but that's about it. Also talked about how much of an honor it is to play for Team Canada. Wanted to get here. A couple calls from Ron Francis got Dalpe on this team. And now a penalty coming up here against Canada. Some pressure from Davos as that puck slides down into the corner. They'll keep it alive. 6 attackers out here for the home side. They'll knock it down into the corner, finding a little bit of room. Back up to the right point. Traffic in front. Tons of traffic in front. A lot of time here for Davos. The crowd going nuts, looking for a shot on goal. Clausen walks down low, backhander. Eventually knocked into the corner. That'll be picked up all the way down low. They'll bring it back around here. And picking up is Clausen. He's going to walk the blue line. Canada a little bit exhausted. Back around shot. Big save there from Fucali. And that'll allow Canada to touch it, get the whistle, and head to the penalty kill.
Yeah, Kyle Quincy, I think, is going off for a hook. You're going to see it right here, 27. Oh, it's a cross-check. Hook right here. The Team Canada defenseman brings down Meyer from Davos. Could have been a slash. It could have been a hook.
There was a couple in there, yeah.
It was. The physical defenseman for Canada now putting Davos on their first power play.
And if Davos is going to stay in this game, they're going to need their power play to step up. Face-off's going to come to the blocker side right here of Fucali. And it will be controlled by Davos. He'll get it to Clausen on the left half wall. Plays it down in behind the net. Now over on the far side. Up top, thought about a shot. They'll give it back far side. Ambul lets one go. Gets it back, settles it back down. Good puck movement here from Davos early in their first power play of the hockey game. Crowd obviously behind them here. The Vaillant Arena back up top. They'll work the line. Nygren gives it back across Ambul. Back up top to Nygren. All-star in this event 1 year ago. They'll work it down low. In behind the net, comes back to Clausen. Clausen wants a shot, looking for maybe a tip at the side of the goal.
He was looking for Meyer 88. It was almost a slap pass right there. Too hard for a pass, not hard enough for a shot.
Lindgren in behind the net. Finds Clausen left side. Clausen hesitates. Cute little saucer pass over to Nygren, who moves it down low for Ambul. Meyer up high in the slot. They'll bring it back across to Clausen. Clausen back up top. Nygren with a shot. Fucali the save. Rebound there off the side of the goal. Great look that time for Clausen. They'll settle it down back up top. Nygren again. Moves it across. Ambul walking in. Moves down low now. Clausen gives it up. Lindgren. Great pressure here on the power play for Davos. Lindgren running out of room, flips it high, another shot, Fucali! Took that one, I think, in the head. He's calling for a whistle. And I don't know if he's gonna get it.
Mask into the mask.
He's saying his mask actually came unclipped. What a power play
That
there
was
for Davos.
Dustin, that was, I was saying, the passing was phenomenal. Clausen, Nygren, Lindgren. And then the shot finally by Meyer, that I think that's the one that rung off of Fucali's mask.
Oh, no, the
Watch it right here.
Yeah.
They were slow on the call, though.
Yeah, it should have been blown down right away. It was pretty clear.
And he was calling for it, but how about that passing play? A quick pass from Nygren right into Meyer in the slot. That was a quick release, too.
As Davos' power play could actually be a little bit of trouble
Yeah.
if they get a few more of them. Moved it very well there. Clausen, who doesn't play at this club regularly, I thought he fit in well in that man advantage.
Well, 2 other Swedes on the power play with him.
Now it'll be brought ahead. Back in. Less than 20 seconds to work in the man advantage. They'll have to strike quickly here. It'll come back around Hischier, far side. Moves in the middle, will get it back. Up top at the blue line there for Dubois. Dubois back to Hischier. Back up to the right point. Penalty about to expire. They'll send one through. That's deflected. And it'll be grabbed and knocked ahead. Quincy had just hopped out of the box. Wasn't going to get to that one. So Canada's penalty kill getting the job done.
Excellent job from Canada. Zach Fucali strong and goal.
Di Domenico wanted that. Kevin Deneen on the bench. Arms up in the air there momentarily.
Well, the lines were decisive on the call. And he's all over the ice, 89 Di Domenico. All over the ice.
Excellent offensive talent. I mean, you just watch him play with the puck.
So Marcus first. Ooh, boy, stay. Sorry, my fault. Stay, please, okay? No, okay? I take it from mine, okay? Time, it's okay? So we stay calm, boys. Good job, boys. Patient.
Face off one by Eshelman. And that is back onto the stick of Heldner, who sends it all the way down the ice. Canada with a 2-0 lead right now. And they'll have another face-off in the offensive zone after that icing.
This is a critical one right here for Davos. Canada's top line on ice. Abbott is absolutely dominated in the face-off circle.
Heldner moves it around to the blue line, not out. That's going to be kept in here by Canada. Eventually knocked away, but good pressure from Di Domenico. And now it'll be brought back up the ice by Egley. A good back check. Oh, and they're going to call a hook there. Canada's going to go back to the penalty kill. Canada leading 2-0 on the strength of D'Agostini finding the back of the net. Thanks, man. And that power play looked really good. I thought they were going to bury one. They're flipping it around like crazy. Yeah. What's that? Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Really? Well, maybe one day. What's that? Yeah. Yeah, that's a big one, right? Yeah. Yeah. Back at the Spengler Cup and back on the power play here for HC Davos. Di Domenico in the penalty box right now. And if Davos can bring the same thing we just saw in the power play, maybe they find the back of the net here.
You're absolutely right. We just talked about that during the break.
And here's an opportunity. And that one blown down. Dario Meyer was in all alone.
And he is sort of the unsung guy on this unit right here. 86 Meyer. Watch him step in right here. Oh, Fucali, good save though with the blocker.
Gosh,
Watch that.
And off the bar. I was wondering where that puck went because a couple of arms went up.
But you don't normally see guys coming in on the off wing like that trying to pick the far corner like that.
Got it up in a hurry. It was a very good look. And now Canada will relieve the pressure off the draw and send it down the ice. Lindgren will bring it ahead, gets the blue line, flips it to Clausen. Clausen couldn't control, comes back around, Nygren on it there. Canada will swoop in and knock that puck down the ice. Lindback kind of bobbled it and then almost gave it away.
Why would you make that play? Why not just push it to the corner?
I
Why
have no
backhand it
answers
through
for you, Doug.
the slot?
Clausen now.
And then Clausen did the same thing. Saucer backhand slot.
Gotta be careful here. Now that's a good pass from Nygren. They'll get the blue line. Meyer into the corner, stumbled a bit. Good puck support there from Winnick. Daniel Winnick's just gonna grab it and fire it back down the ice.
Excellent defensive play right there by Kyle Quincy, 27. Took Meyer out of the play, pinned him along the boards, allowing Winnick to come in, get the puck, and then clear the zone for Canada. Just outstanding defensive play.
Over a minute already gone in this power play for Davos. Second of the period. Heischer comes in, and he hauls down. He gets hauled down, and it's going to be a 5-on-3 now here for HC Davos. As Aaron Gagnon heads to the penalty box.
I thought this is a bit of a suspicious call. You're going to see him come right here on Hischier. The stick coming out 11. You're going to see pushing. Oh, he grabbed him maybe.
Oh, yeah. It was a little bit embellished as well.
You got to read. Was there a bit of acting there? I don't. Oh.
I mean, I'm not giving him an Oscar.
But you got to. You just gave him a little bit of a pull. A little bit harder than the one I just gave you in the press box.
I didn't go down. I'm pretty sturdy though.
It's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot more than that to bring you down, big boy.
That's a warning for you.
Oh, another
That's
warning
a
dished
for
out
you.
by the
I don't
linesman.
want to stick there. I want on the white. On the white more. Yeah. On the white. Good job, boys.
Puck will eventually be dropped back to the point. 5-on-3 now. Nygren, left point. Moves it over on the right side. He'll get it back. At the blue line, they'll play pass. Moving it down low, side of the goal. Nygren slides up high. They'll swing it across. Shot block. Rebound. Oh, my goodness. Fucali was going one way. They sent it the other way. Nobody home. It comes back to Nygren at the right point. Moves it down low. He's going to get the pass again. Dubois on the left side will now swing high. They'll come across. Nygren with a shot. Fucali got a piece of that one, steers it into the corner. And Nygren sets it up again. Ambuel back up top. Nygren, another shot. Fucali the first save, the second one as well. And there will be no rebound as he squeezes the legs. Fucali being tested, and he's passing with flying colors.
Yeah, he's been outstanding. A flurry of saves right here. Shots came in, made the initial save with his pad. Rebounds, I like the way he stood in on the rebounds. 5-on-3, you're going to see it right here. The shot coming in from Dubois. The exit took that one. I thought he really hurt his hand there. Put his hand out there, rattled. You could see it. Canada going down to block shots. But here's where Fucali was outstanding. First save with the left pad. Stayed with Wieser 56 as he pivoted onto his backhand. Stayed with the puck and made two big saves right there from point blank.
Just a few seconds left here in the 5-on-3. And that puck grabbed by Canada and sent down the ice. That'll do it for the 5-on-3.
That's a big face-off win right there from Lapierre.
Weirkoch was able to get a stick on it and send it the length of the ice. So now Clausen brings it in as Davos will have to regroup, and he tried to dangle at the blue line and lost the handle.
Another good play by Lapierre, forcing that play, the turnover on the blue line.
Lindgren flips it ahead. Clausen skates in after it, takes it down into the corner, took a big bump there from Simone Dupre. And Canada with an opportunity to move this puck out.
Sorry to jump in there. You could tell that he wasn't expecting that at all. Playing over here, you're not seeing that hit. And Dupre just plastered Clausen.
Well, a lot of times on penalty kill, a guy won't commit to that either, right? Clausen this time will come in, settle things down. They've got less than 30 seconds to work. Here's Wieser. He's got Clausen down low. Works down, plays it in behind the net to Clausen. Clausen, good battle in front here. He moves it over far side. Up top, no shot coming there from Sanguinetti. Gives it back, now they'll work it down low. Right side, Lindgren. Less than 10 seconds to go on the man advantage. Sent towards the net, batted just wide. Fucali was down, and it's gonna come around right side. Sanguinetti will keep it in. Sent towards the goal. Loose puck laying there. Gagnon is out of the penalty box. He's got some legs, and he'll get to this puck and bring it ahead for Canada. Leaves it there. They find a trailer. Shot coming. Lindback got the glove on that one and managed to hang on.
Nice job at Canada. Obviously, stating the obvious, killing off that 5-on-3. But I like the way they won the puck. Quickly transitioned to an offensive scoring chance. Moore with the shot from the slot. There's Dominic Moore, number 28 for Canada. Clausen right here, the recipient of that early check from Simon Dupré. But again, 56 V's are always in front of the net. There's Hiche 13, but I like the way Foucali's standing in there.
Now off the draw, the puck will come around. That's going to be knocked ahead and brought out. Eshelman will move it ahead. They'll get the blue line. Now towards the front of the goal, Foucali with a shot. And he is able to hang on. HC Davos coming close, beating Foucali, but not the crossbar.
Perfect.
Perfect, right on. Yeah, it's smooth, eh? Yeah, it's good.
Oh, sorry. We got it on the third, okay? Okay, perfect.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no problem. Hey, how do you pronounce the arena?
The Vaillant Arena.
Vaillant. Yeah, the guys, okay, yeah, we'll talk later. Spengler action continues here in Davos. World Junior Championship action, of course. TSN, you're home for that. 4 games today. Switzerland and the Czech Republic. Slovakia against the United States. Denmark against, of course, Team Canada, and Sweden, Finland to wrap up day 1 of the World Juniors. That coming up here. Here's Di Domenico. He'll take it in behind the goal. Following up on the play, keeping it alive. Working there with Ebbett and D'Agostini. And this will be knocked out for Davos. They'll bring it in. Trailer following up on the play. Couldn't pick it up clean. Eshelman will track this down into the corner. Now in behind the net, it's knocked away. Centered out front. Ebbett's able to settle it down from a skate to a stick, and he'll move it ahead. Di Domenico gets the blue line by himself here, though. Cuts wide. Takes it in behind the goal. Centers it out front, and that's eventually taken away, and Davos wants to attack again. They'll move it ahead. That's Eagley. Sent it down and behind the goal. Broken up eventually, and Canada will move this puck ahead. Fabro headman, the defenseman, young defenseman, wanted to jump in the rush, turns around, and now he's going to be first back on that puck as well.
He is skating well, but I saw the same thing you did. He was desperate to jump in.
He wanted to go.
He activated before he was active.
Yeah, there's a reason that he's a point-per-game guy in NCAA hockey right now.
But full credit to him, he was the first guy back as well.
Nice pickup there by Dalpe, who missed on a penalty shot earlier. He'll try another one. Lindback, juicy rebound there. Couldn't close the glove on it.
How about that rebound? That was not a hard shot coming in at all either. Fluttered, didn't make the save initially, but not only that, didn't even correct his rebound.
That's the exit out there again. Had a huge hit in the first period, and he's been playing physical the entire game.
Did an outstanding job as a defenseman in Canada's 5-on-3 kill.
Weirkoch has drawn a penalty on the far side of the ice as Lindback comes out to touch this puck. So Canada will go back on the power play for a 4th time in this hockey game. They have yet to score on a power play, but it too, like Davos, has looked pretty good.
Lindgren is such a veteran. He's played on the Swedish national team. Why are you pulling Weirkoch there? You're, what, about 165 feet from your goal?
No reason for that, right?
No, just let him go. And you can see it. He knows it was a stupid thing to do.
Less than 6 minutes to go here in the first. Lindback about to be tested again. Dustin Nielsen alongside Doug Honegger. Getting set to watch Canada's 4th power play of the game. 0 for 3 thus far. Face-off win accomplished here. Nero will take it back up to the blue line. Gets another crack at it. And a good stick there in the middle of the ice. There's really no lane to get that puck across the blue.
How about the brothers penalty killing for Davos? Dino and Mark Wieser up on the kill.
See if they can come up with something. They're able to turn it over. No call. They were looking for one. Nero was. Here's an opportunity for Delpy walking in. Zach Delpy fires it wide yet again. He's had a number of great looks so far. It's just a matter of time until he buries
It really is. He's looked so good tonight.
Nero, right point. Now he'll move it down low. He'll set it up there, back up top to Nero. Throws it across. One-timer. A rocket from D'Agostini and Lindback. Excellent rebound control there.
Yeah, and that's the shot that they want. They set it up, they pulled everyone over to the right-hand side. And here's Zach Dalpe with that shot. Look at the quick wrist shot. He had that left side picked. Big goaltender coming out like that, but he still gave up a lot of net.
Yeah, there was a lot of room on that blocker side. That might be a positioning thing that time. Stopped 21 of 23 so far, so it's been a busy game for Lindback. Another face-off win here for Canada, and they'll get things set up with the man advantage. Boychuk in the slot, knocks it back. They'll send a shot through. Lindback there. No rebound to be had. How about the traffic right on the doorstep there from Adam Cracknell?
Yeah, really has a physical presence for Canada. Big forward, especially here on the power play. Gets presence in front of Lindback. No defenseman on Davos is going to move him. Allows Canada to move the puck around and then get the shot that they're looking for.
They'll drop the puck again. Just over a minute left in this power play. Face-off one almost too cleanly all the way out to the neutral zone. Cody Curran will go back to scoop it up. After playing at the University of Calgary, played in the minors for a year, then came overseas. He's been a point-per-game guy in the other two leagues he's played in. This year he's playing in Sweden, which is nice to see for Curran.
Yeah, he's a good-looking defenseman. Smooth skater, heads up, making plays, and that's why we see him here on Canada's power play.
Cracknell moves it back up top. Curran hesitates, now throws it across, passes behind Emerton. They'll hammer it in behind the goal. It's going to come around and played all the way down the ice, relieving the pressure there was Egley.
Nice pass.
Now they'll get the blue line once again on side, dropping it back. And McFlicker wasn't there in time for the DiDomenico drop, so they'll have to regroup. Less than 30 seconds to work now in the man advantage. McFlicker with some speed in over the blue line. Now he'll slow things down, drops it off, and another good stick up near the blue line to knock it out to the neutral zone. DiDomenico is going to attack here. Drops it off right side for Ebbett. Ebbett, less than 10 seconds to go on the man advantage. Down low, DiDomenico tried to drag it around the defender. It's knocked away. Back to even strength now. DiDomenico finds a man up top. Shot coming there. Lindback with traffic in front. Took it right in the chest off the stick of D'Agostini.
And that's where they want him, right there. Right-handed shot, sitting right on the top of the left circle. They've been looking for him all over the place. They run it through. DiDomenico on the low on the right-hand side. Ebbett going in front of the net. D'Agostini shot. Traffic in front of Lindback. But Lindback has been good. He's been seeing the shots. He gets down in that butterfly, and he's made the saves tonight.
I think both of these power plays have done a good job moving the puck through the penalty kill. You saw HC Davos do it, especially on the 5-on-3. They were throwing it right through the middle.
Yeah, and I think what's been consistent is the quality of the passing.
Yeah, that's a good point. Very accurate passing, moving the puck quickly. Here's Wieser. He's going to be pressured, reverses it in behind the goal. He's going to get it back now. They bobble it a little bit. Eventually, it'll be moved ahead, but not out over the blue line. Kept in here by Canada, leading 2-0 over the host, HC Davos. Day one, Spengler Cup action. Fischer now in over the blue line. Plays it back up top to the point. That shot blocked. Bounces back out to the neutral zone. Nygren will have to regroup. And it's chipped down in. Fucali will settle it down there for Fabro. Fabro, long pass ahead. That's picked off by Lindgren, and he'll bring it in over the blue line. Lindgren, backhander, knocked away by Quincy. Quincy's going to get on it. Tried to knock it around the boards. That bounced back to Davos, but eventually Canada will knock it out to the neutral zone. Brought back in, and on it is Clausen. Clausen knocked off the puck by Fabro. Cracknell comes back to help him out. Now Adam Cracknell is going to go for a little bit of a skate. Lost the puck, stood up at the blue line. Winnick will grab it for Canada. He's got traffic in front. Winnick patiently moves it back up towards the blue line. Bieksa there just chips it down low. That'll be picked off there by Lindgren. Moves it ahead to Clausen, and Clausen turns it around in the neutral zone. Tried to move it back to Lucas Stoop. Now they'll try to move it up through the neutral zone. Sanguinetti Moved it up, but it was eventually broken up. D'Agostini's going to come back the other way for Canada. Great back pressure, and now an opportunity to come the other way for Davos. You can hear the roar in the crowd. Shot coming, and they score! Thierry Batter, blocker side on Foucault, and Davos makes it a 1-goal game.
This is just an outstanding effort from this young Davos forward. 77 Thierry Batter, real presence coming through the neutral zone. I mean, I was surprised at the way he skated through. You're going to see right here, the turnover comes up here on the blue line, but Batter takes it from about, I would say about 10 feet inside the blue line. Nice stride, lefty. See the way he bought time, pulled into the slot sort of against the grain. Watch it right here. I mean, BX is a veteran guy. The gapping wasn't horrible either. I mean, it wasn't as though, he had all the time in the world. The exit stick was out, but Batter bought himself that extra second against his body. The wrist shot to beat Foucault on the blocker. That was a heck of a play.
For Batter, he's just 21 years old, been a part of the U16, U19, U20 program. First season here at Davos.
And he's part of what they're calling the Davos 2021. It's going to be the 100th anniversary of this team, and they're building their team for that year in 2 years.
And he's going to be a part of it.
He's one of these fixtures, as you mentioned, a long-standing member of all of the age group national teams. Expect to be a big part of their national team going forward.
Now an opportunity for Canada trying to answer back. Dalpe again. And it's going to come around to Boychuk, who turns and fires. That one blocked by a defender and then sent back down the ice.
And that was Heldner against 61. He has blocked a number of shots on the Davos blue line tonight.
Lapierre in on the puck behind the goal. Lost it in his skates, got tied up. Nygren with the battle. Lapierre keeps it alive. Nygren forcing him back in behind the goal again. Lapierre reverses it. And McFlicker moves it back to the point, now knocked in behind the goal. Dominic Moore chases in after that out here with Lapierre and McFlicker. They'll find McFlicker, high slot, bounced over his stick. And now Davos with less than a minute to go in the period. They're gonna come back the other way again. They have the momentum after making it a 2-1 hockey game. Egley will play it back. Now he's gonna get it on the right half wall. Has a little bit of time, Canada waiting there for Egley to make a move with the puck. Now he'll get it back up top to Lindgren. Lindgren looked backdoor, not home there. And Nygren, far side. Settle down. Ambu will take it in behind the goal. A little bit of room, trying to go short side. This place would have gone nuts. Another shot in. Foucault got a piece of it. And Fabro has seen enough. He'll just backhand this out down the ice. Less than 20 seconds to play. Maybe time for one more spurt here from Davos. He'll cut wide, down into the corner. And Canada will just grab it and calmly flip it ahead to McFlicker. And McFlicker will get the neutral zone, and that will do it for period number 2, and Canada may be an opportunity to regroup. Davos getting on the board, making it a 2-1 game. Myself and Doug Honegger coming up after 40. That is on the way. We've got a game on our hands. Canada had a 2-0 lead. Davos cut into that lead, 2-1 after 40. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, sounds good. We'll go down and do it right now. Yep.
schwer gewesen. Also, das sind die 6 Kandidaten und Kandidatinnen, die im Posterspiel mitmachen. Die können was mitmachen. Hier auf dem Video seht ihr jetzt, was ihr müsst machen. Smartphone fördern oder für die Video. Präsentiert von Fürth, unseren Partner im Rahmen von Posterspiel 1, 2 oder 3. Und heute bei uns ist Vaillant Arena Kommunikation von Wirtschaft und sie kommt den Akkuschrauber vor übergeben. Schaut, dass der Akkuschrauber wieder oder zu Gewinnerin kommt. Vaillant. Und 92 ist Ausstrahlung von Spengler Cup. Und natürlich, wie hast du gedacht, bis jetzt? Und so spielen 1, 2 oder 3, das ist das Foto. Die Sprache ist schon gelesen. Das ist noch nicht gesehen. Ich weiss, es ist schon mal recht schwierig, das sagen wir nicht. Also, die 6 Kandidatinnen und Kandidaten stehen bereit. Die hoffentlich auch mit den Zuschauerinnen und Zuschauern mit eurem Smartphone könnt ihr über die Spengler Cup App und den Posterspiel 1, 2 oder 3 einloggen. Mitspielen. Wir können genauso mit Abschlussschulden finden. Miriam Assunta Usina auf der Nordseite. Und Katrina
That's great insight, eh? If it goes over the goalie, it's likely going over the bar, right? Except that one went under his arm. Was that good? Okay, perfect. Yeah. Yeah, that's not bad. When we get back to Lindback again, yeah. Say we were talking about him a little bit and his going down is such a big goalie. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough, eh? Yeah, that's right. That's fair. On Bieksa? I know. You caught yourself. You're like, oh, gap's not that bad. It's like, he backed right in all the way on him. Like, I know. And Bader just did a good job of kind of using him. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. No, it wasn't good. That's having not played in months. Like, yeah, that's true too. Yeah. I know. I heard you because when you mentioned it, I was just like, and I was like, okay, yeah. But I was thinking in my head, I was like, I think he could have played it better, but. Okay, Doug, headset. He's on now. There we go.
Here we go.
All right, 90. So, yeah, we got 90 here. That'll time out perfect.
Yeah, totally.
Yep.
Yeah. And I think, you know what? I think it would have been a blowout.
Dai, sorridi. Dai, Dario, sorridi. Dammi a sorridere. Dammi a sorridere.
Welcome back to the Spengler Cup, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Dustin Nielsen alongside Doug Honegger, and Canada leading 2-1. One goal called back. It could have been 3-1, which would probably change the way we're looking at this game right now.
It would have been a very different game had that goal gone in. I think, I'm not even sure it would have been 3-1. I think Canada would have really run away with it that time. The momentum would have been clearly with them.
Ebbett with an early opportunity. Lindback had that bounce up high off of his blocker. That'll be settled down and controlled here. Instead, it's a 2-1 game. Turnover at the blue line. And this top line for Canada has been pretty good so far. Their two top lines have been good. They've been creating a lot of chances.
Yeah, this line especially with Ebbett, D'Agostini, and Chris Domenico, number 89, outstanding for Canada, as expected, as they were last year as well.
Sit here as we get ready for the third. They're hanging around right now. That's dangerous no matter who you're playing.
Well, and you say that to me during a commercial break. You don't want to let them hang around. And you asked me whether or not I thought Davos could come back. My comment back to you was that they've been down in their last two games. Heading into the third period, they've come back to win both of those games. So I think they've shown most recently they have that ability, and they're doing it again tonight.
And those two games are with the new head coach. Harsh Vitolin's on the sideline, and there's a good look at Lindback off that last Ebbett shot. Deneen, he's fired up. First game for him and this team at the tournament.
And he obviously wants to get off to a good start, right? I mean, he knows the value, especially having that off day, which is pivotal in these short, intense tournaments.
Yeah, for those of you who are just joining us, the winner of this game will not have to play tomorrow. They will get a rest day, whereas the loser will have to play tomorrow. as they will go on to face the Ice Tigers of Nuremberg.
And that is so important. That off day, you play the 2 games, you have an off day, then you come back and start playing, obviously, in the knockout phase of the tournament. But that off day means so much to them, especially for a team like Canada that still wants to work through some of their kinks. You bring in so many different players. It will be such an advantage to Kevin Dineen to have that extra practice day.
Well, yeah, you get and if you get the bye, you'll get another extra day as well. So a lot on the line here in this game. Canada going up against the host HC Davos, and 2-1 here in the third. Heischer knocked down, didn't like it, but Canada will come up the puck and they'll move it ahead. Pass a little bit too far. Boychuk, who opened the scoring, will hop on this for Canada. Swings back at the blue line and knocks it down in behind the goal. Emerton trying to track it down there. Stoop has him all tied up. And they'll battle along the boards. Coming in to pick it up, Dino Wieser. He'll move it in behind the goal, coming around on the stick of Felicien Dubois. Dubois moves it ahead. This is the goal scorer, Bader. And that one wide in behind the net. The tie by Canada up into the crowd and out of play off the stick of Lapierre. And he will go directly to the penalty box. This is what happens when you let a team hang around. All of a sudden, a puck over the glass penalty, and they got a power play.
You're absolutely right about that, and especially from a veteran Lapierre. But look at this. Shift it to his backhand. He had the forehand. You want to use the glass right there. The glass is your friend. Instead, he pivoted to his backhand, saucered right over that glass, and now Davos going on the power play. And they look very good on their power play in the second period.
Power plays look good so far. It is 0 for 2, though, and as they drop the puck here, let's take a look back at Honegger's hunch from the first period.
You know, I really thought that Canada was going to run away with that. It looked full value for that in the first period, but as you've mentioned several times, they've allowed Davos to hang around. My hunch was that the fans were going to go away unhappy, but instead, they're here in the third period, and they're in a fantastic hockey game.
Yeah, great game either way this one finishes. Power play here. That's Torrey Mitchell digging down low, killing off a few seconds, and he'll come back around to Linus Clausen, and he'll skate it away, flips it ahead. I know what he was trying to do, but it was executed horribly. He was trying to find Heischer with some speed, but just led him too far.
Yeah, and Heischer didn't have great speed. Clausen, the problem is, as you know, when you start slowing things down like that, you limit your options. That's exactly what Clausen did there. He only had one option, which was the long pass to Heischer.
He'd basically taken himself out of the play by slowing down like that, right?
Absolutely, and he a lot of the, I find particularly the Swedes that like to slow the game down. We're seeing with Lindgren, Nygren, in this case Clausen. And you're right, it limits your options, and we saw right there it resulted in an icing.
Face off on the penalty kill in the offensive zone for Canada. It'll come back around to Nygren. He'll take it in behind his own goal now. Head up ice with it. Opportunity left side. Maybe they'll set something up now. Nygren throws it across, one-timer. Oh, baby. Swing and a miss there. Fukali was down. If he could have got that one up, he might have had a chance. Now Ambuel almost took a high stick. It'll be taken away, possible shorthanded opportunity here. This is more, he's got Emerton with him. Emerton had it bounce off of his skate, and Davos will regroup. Looking for the equalizer, well on the power play. They'll get the blue line again, just onside. Clausen, magician with that puck. He'll move it back out towards the blue line. And Winnick on the far side, one hand on his stick, turns around, settles it down, and they'll get it all the way down the ice. Less than 30 seconds to go here in the man advantage. Davos' third of the game. He's your far side. They'll bring it in, dropping it back to the blue line, just kept it in there. That was Dubois getting there just in time. Simeon couldn't control that puck, and it's gonna be knocked all the way down the ice. And that's pretty much gonna do it for this power play. So a great opportunity for Davos, wasted early in the third.
Yeah, Meyer had that great shot. It looked like he was in pole position to take that slap shot. But other than that, as you said, Canada doing an excellent job on the kill.
There's another opportunity. He's with Fukali the save. Rebound there, they'll jam away. And Davos, even after that power play expires, right back in with another opportunity, forcing Canada to ice the puck.
Yeah, this is a very different looking Davos club. Harris Vidalich, again, doing something right to get these guys back into the game. As I mentioned, the previous 2 games, the same thing, and there's Lincoln right there, 13. Fukali seeing the shot. You'll see it right here off his shoulder. Those are always so tricky to handle. You don't know, you can't control the rebound, but Canada on their heels here. Davos really taking it to them.
The new head coach of Davos holding his breath on the bench there, thinking we're so close here to tying this one up. 5-on-5 is what we play, and it'll come back around to Saint-Denis. His shot, wide blocker. That's going to come all the way around back down the ice. Lucas Stoop will have to go back and pick this up for Davos. Canada will make a line change. Now Stoop will skate it away. That's a good look. Eshelman will bring it in. Throws it towards the middle of the ice. Backhander there. Fukali got a stick down on that, and Davos is getting an opportunity almost every time down the ice.
Right, so one of the things that Davos is doing now is and Pestoni has been a great example of this, they're bringing pucks to the net. They played a little bit too much on the perimeter in the first period. They have changed the way they played in the second period. They came out strong, and they're continuing it here in the first 4.5 minutes of the third. This play is entirely going against Team Canada.
Lindgren on the draw here for Davos up against Ebbett. Now they'll battle down low in the corner. Ebbett here had it knocked away. He's going to be pressured from behind as Davos really engaging here deep in the offensive zone. He moved ahead. D'Agostini, DiDomenico, Fabro, the young defenseman with a shot joining the rush. Lindback. Looks like he's got a little more jump in his step here now in between the pipes.
Thinking the exact same thing.
Now Fabro is going to be watched closely here by Dario Simeon. Canada will come up with it. Ebbett gets the blue line, trying to walk in. That's going to be broken up by Nygren. He should play a ton, I would think, for Davos the rest of the way in this game.
Yeah, he's being double shifted. That was a long stick, really long stick, and he used that to his advantage there on the poke check with Ebbett.
Here's Ambule. Ambule reverses it down low. That missed the stick of Lindgren. And it's going to be played away up the left wing boards. And it'll be brought to center ice and then played down the ice by D'Agostini, and he'll head off on a change. Over 5 minutes gone here in the third period. Davos knocking on the door here, but Fukali keeping it shut for now. They'll work their way through the neutral zone again. That's broken up just inside the blue line by Bieksa. Throws it over to Weirkoch, and Weirkoch will move it ahead. Gets to center, hammers it in. That'll be directed into the corner. Emerton first on it there for Canada. Plays it to Dalby in behind the net. Bounced away from him. And it'll be played down the ice. No icing here, won't make it, so Bieksa back on it.
But even a play like that from Davos, in the first period, they were overhandling the puck, turnovers. Now, here in the second and third, smart plays, relieving pressure, allows them to regroup. You can really see the way that's impacted their game.
Davos back in on the attack. Shot way wide, blocker side, up and out of play. Davos trying to find an equalizer. Fukali will have none of it. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we'll definitely get to it as we work our way through the second half here. Yeah, it's easy. I mean, especially something as generic as, a Fukali save. So that's, yeah, that's good. Yeah. I'm gonna have to bring like 5 water bottles tomorrow. I'm crushing this stuff. Yeah. I'm gonna be like Dumb and Dumber, and I'm just gonna go. We'll just deal with it. Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Welcome back to the Spengler Cup here in Davos. Dustin Nielsen and Doug Honegger with you, and we are in for a beauty finish here as Canada leading 2-0 at one point, now up 2-1, and boy, they could really use that insurance marker.
Oh, you bet, but the run of the play is completely against them right now. This is an entirely different Davos team we're seeing here. Started in the second period and has continued onwards into the third.
They look like a team who believes right now that they can actually tie this game.
And I think your point earlier on about Lindback, he's almost setting the tone for them. Looks like a different goaltender than he did in the first period.
Yeah, a lot of jump, a lot of fire here. Him too, probably starting to believe in himself a little bit after being healthy scratched for a month here in Davos. Now control of the puck for Moore. He'll just look in behind his goal. The line change coming up, so he'll play it back and head off himself as well. Cody Curran in behind the Canadian net will move this puck ahead. Forced back again. Davos actually showing a little bit of a forecheck here.
Not only that, don't they look like the fresher team as well?
Yeah, they do a little bit.
I was expecting, particularly the way their season has gone, and they're coming in against this highly favored, highly touted Team Canada. But I get the sense that they look like a fresher, I dare say, the better skating team as well right now.
This is a team that's won this thing 3 times in a row. How much of that, you're right, they do look a little bit fresher, but how much of it is a team that plays together all the time against a team that's playing their first game together?
Always has a distinct advantage. There is no doubt about it, because you're bringing such disparate players together, and you're trying to find balance, you're trying to combinations. Right? That's why I think the first line has worked so well for Davos. It's, for Canada. It's the same unit that was so effective for Canada last year in the Spengler Cup.
They've been good here again. This is Winnick. He's going to be watched very closely there by Padrai, and they'll battle in the corner. Lindback watching on as it's taken in behind the goal. Good puck support here. 2 members of Davos in on it. Clausen, though, stripped from behind. An opportunity for the Canadians. They'll try to center. It's going to come all the way back to the point. Sent towards the goal. Deflected just wide. Blocker side of Lindback. And it'll be taken in behind the net. And now an opportunity for Davos to settle it down.
And look how well they won the puck. They look at the patience right now from Davos. Nice play by Clausen right there.
Little hesitation, and he's off to the races.
How about that little fake?
Gets the blue line. Almost too many men on Canada. Clausen will grab this puck, and here he comes in again. Trying to cut wide. DiDomenico closes him off. Domenico goes down as well as this puck will be chipped all the way down the ice. Lindback's going to have to play it. Ebbett hustles over there, far side. Ambul got a shoulder in on him. Knocked him off the puck, and it comes out through the neutral zone.
That's veteran leadership right there from Ambul. Got hammered in the first period by Bieksa. Didn't let that affect his game. Instead, I think he's been better since then. Prime example right there.
That's a good point. You're right. He's actually stepped it up a little bit. Now it'll be chipped in over the blue line. Meyer on it. Tied up there. Comes away with it with the puck momentarily, but DiDomenico a hound dog on that thing.
2 small guys going at it, fighting over the loose puck.
Now it'll be played all the way down the ice. Lindback will leave it in behind the goal as we near the midway point here of period number 3. That one down the ice, no icing there. Quincy on it for Canada. Moves it ahead to Boychuk. Opened the scoring in the first. Gets to center. Sends it down, and Dalpe, who's had a number of good opportunities, including a penalty shot, in on the attack. Emerton tried to get it back to Dalpe as they battle in the corner. Dalpe feathers it into the middle. He sure picks that off. Good awareness. And he'll move it ahead. An opportunity now for Davos. Flip to the middle, looking for a trailer. Nobody there. Now they'll pick it up. Trying to play it back to the point. For Canada, good positioning. Here comes Boychuk for Canada on his off wing. He'll keep it. Lindback got a piece of it. Stays in play. Good idea there from Boychuk.
Yeah, and that bodes well for Canada.
Now Egley the other way, and Fukali answers back with a save of his own.
Just to finish that thought for a second, Dustin, we need to see more. Canada needs to see more of Boychuk. He was so good in this tournament last year. A little bit quiet, less than what I was expecting from him. I thought he was going to be a real impact player this evening.
He had 3 goals in 4 games last year at this event. Does have a goal in this game, but such a talented guy that you're always expecting a little bit more.
And we'll see that from him throughout this tournament. He is, for this kind of hockey in the big rink, he is an impact player.
Now in on the attack. Egley lets it slide through. They'll work it up high and losing a handle on it. Pistone, he's been so good tonight.
Overhandle the puck right there. Why do you want to bring it all the way up to the blue line? Pivot back, get the puck back down into the corner.
Lindgren sends one in. And Davos on the attack. Bieksa watching Ambul in behind the net. Ambul plays it back up, left point. No shot there, so they'll play it into an open corner. And it'll be batted around to the blue line, not out. Kept in there. Clausen just throws it to an open wing.
That puck has got to come out, especially from a veteran like Mitchell, who's so effective for Canada defensively tonight. You just want to use the boards right there and make sure it gets over the blue line.
Cracknell finds Winnick. Mitchell following up on the play, tried to go short side. Lindback would have none of it. And he got a blocker on it, knocked it in behind the goal. Mitchell again will pick it up here for Canada. Back to the point. Simone Dupre hesitates, sends one through. Lindback makes the first save. Winnick tied up on the rebound. Couldn't get a clean look at it. And it'll eventually be scooped up and controlled here by Davos.
This is that one-on-one right there with Winnick and Kapargi in front of. That was the kind of one-on-one that Canada was winning handily in the first period. Now we're starting to see that change considerably. Kapargi not only taking Winnick out of the play, but winning the loose puck and able to clear the zone.
Fukali out to play it, comes around near side, kept in there by Clausen. He's going to play a ton the rest of the way. That's Meyer, actually, who had a great opportunity earlier in this period with a good look to tie it, couldn't get a shot off. Now Gagnon, far side. He's just going to chip this one up into the bench and out of play for a whistle with just over 8 minutes left.
Yeah, and Davos really forcing the issue right now. Meyer, we've called his name throughout. One of these young players that Davos is developing for the next couple of years. Canada lucky right there not to go off. Could have easily have been on Dopey right there, Dalpy right there. The hook, great shots. We see so many great camera shots during this tournament, different than what we're used to seeing, certainly in North America.
Close-ups over here.
Well, they love the theatrical side of the game.
It's good, tell the story. There's a high stick, and that one, an accidental high stick, but also one that has to be called as Fabro took a stick right to the face. So a huge opportunity here for Canada.
And that's what Mark Wieser, one of the local, actually a Davos raised, born and bred player, along with his brother Dino, 56 Wieser. He wears 65. You can sort of see the linkage right there.
Yeah, 56, 65.
Really good on the pedal. I love watching them. They've been on this team for close to a decade now. Long hair. They play. They're aggressive. They throw their bodies all over the place. You know, they're guys, when you talk to them, they really admire the physical players in the National Hockey League. They've tried to emulate that here in the Swiss League.
Fifth power play of the hockey game for Canada. 0 for 4 thus far, despite getting a number of good looks. They'll have to restart in behind Fucali. Cody Curran goes back to grab it. Apparently 40 people gathered together at Hudson's in Calgary to watch Cody Curran today. So hello to everyone in Calgary. Now here's an opportunity for Boychuk. He's actually from Airdrie, Alberta. He'll swing it back up the left side, gets it to Curran. He'll throw it far side over there. That'll be settled down, and they'll work it along the blue line back to Curran. Curran walks in, down low, controlled there by Emerton. Brings it across to Fabro, and they've got Fabro on the power play.
Ice. The two defense, well, it makes sense right now to have 2D on the power play. But the ice is shaky right now. You can see that one right there. It's skipped right over Fabro's stick.
Now in behind the goal, Lindgren, pressure, good hesitation in behind the goal. Dangerous move there, but he got away with it. And he moves it ahead to Ambule, shorthanded. Here's Anders Ambule. Tried to send it towards the goal, but that was off of a skate.
Yeah, he saw Hellner 61 driving in on the far post. A veteran like, you got to make a smarter play. 3-on-2, he pulled up again to your point earlier on. You slow down, you limit your available options.
Canada managed to take the one option he had away from him. Less than a minute to go in this power play for the Canadians. And they'll get it to DiDomenico. Sidesteps, one checker, gets the blue line. Throws it across here. Rear cuts, back up top. Shot through a crowd, never made it through. And it'll be picked up there by Dubois. Takes his time and hammers it all the way down the ice.
And that's a shot from Canada's blue line. Noro, 56. First period, that shot gets to the net. But now Davos feeling confident blocking shots.
DiDomenico again. Flips it ahead. They'll throw it across. Ebbett was trailing, picks it up, hammers it wide. And that one up into the netting and out of play for a whistle with less than 7 minutes remaining and just under 20 seconds on this power play for Canada.
Yeah, and Canada, they're going to be looking for that inspiration now. 6.5 minutes to go, still 17 seconds left here on the power play. But not the same Canada we saw, coming back to it again, not the same Canada we saw in the first period. Davos is giving us a great ending to this game.
Lindback has stopped 31 of 33 in net for Davos as Stupel hammer this around to the blue line, not out, kept in there by Canada. Maybe an opportunity coming here, but good recovery by Stoop to get another stick on it. Now Curran moves it down low, they'll flip it back over here. This is Quincy for Canada. And back to even strength as the puck will bounce in behind the goal. LaPierre battling down there as well. It's going to come back around. Curran with a shot, kind of whiffed on it, and it'll be knocked out into the neutral zone.
Looked like he wasn't quite sure at that time whether he wanted the pass or the shot.
Now here's a drag by LaPierre, and they'll collide in behind the goal. LaPierre, good battle here, using his skates to keep this puck alive. Now he tries to center it, but Davos had collapsed on the man in the slot. That was Dominic Moore. Now an opportunity for Davos to kind of settle it down, and Canada's going to want to catch a breath here with a quick line change.
Absolutely. Fresh legs for Canada, but the same thing for Davos. You're going to see them now regroup, bring the puck back. Davos now confident with their ability to set up.
They'll take control in behind the goal. Dubois going to try to wind it up dangerously right in front of the net. Gagnon was right there as well. And now an opportunity here for Davos. They'll skate it away, 3 wide in over the blue line, poked down into the corner. That one was going to be offside, so they're going to have to clear the zone. BX has got a ton of time here. Less than 5 minutes to play in the hockey game. Canada 2-1 the lead. Poke it down into the corner and chase after it. This will be hammered around, and Ambul couldn't get a stick on it. It's going to go all the way down the ice, and that will be an icing. Less than 5 minutes to go. Canada leading HC Davos 2-1. Welcome back. We will stay here after that icing call. Di Domenico in behind the net. And he's stripped of the puck by Lindgren, who moves it ahead. Bounces away from Ambul. Canada's going to have a chance here. Hard shot in, and Lindbach, no problem, saw that one all the way.
No, a good job of Noro sliding in, but as you said, 60 feet out.
Now we'll go to break. 2-1, Canada leading. Oh, good. Okay, and it's like 30-second wrap up again. Okay. Yeah, no problem. Okay. Okay. Yeah, no problem. That's a good kick. Less than 5 minutes to play. Dustin Nielsen, Doug Honegger. This place is rocking. Davos is within one.
Phenomenal. Fans are on the feet. Music's going. People are cheering. This is hockey.
All the way down in behind the goal. Fucali on it here. And they will battle along the boards. Davos, one shot away from possibly tying it. Canada, one more goal here, might put it away. Sanguinetti, good look, far side. Shot just wide. Fucali reached out for it. Never got there, it was wide of the net. Batter will go back here and reverse it in behind the goal for Davos. You feel like Fucali's going to have to make a couple big saves still in this game.
And even a play like that, Canada lost positioning in the defensive zone. I thought Sanguinetti did a nice job finding Young on the blue line, stepping in, and that was a great scoring chance.
Asher will chip this puck down the ice, hustles in after it, bounces right onto the stick there, and no call. It looked as though Wieser was knocked down, and now an opportunity for Boychuk. Walking in, Boychuk will keep it, tried to go short side on Lindback, but Lindback made the save. Boychuk's helmet's knocked off. He's going to have to head to the bench. Stretch pass up the middle of the ice, that'll come down. Wieser there, he's hammered into the boards by Weirkach. And the puck's flipped all the way back down in, and things are picking up here late in the third.
And it's amazing, just like the first opening game of the tournament, it's come down to the last 5 minutes of the third period. You could see overtime again.
Exciting day here on day one of the Spengler Cup. Andres Ambul, he's got a ton of time. Takes it down low, throws it across. Fucali takes a stick in the face. And that is going to be a penalty here against Klassen, and a real chance for Canada to seal this thing away.
And he does not like that call, one big. Klassen going off words with the official. You're going to see it right here. Ambul right here, centering across. Klassen just coming in right here. You're going to see it. And that stick, just got away from him.
Yeah.
It got away from him.
He didn't mean to slash him in the face.
And that's not the way he plays the game.
Yeah.
But the puck came in. It was really just a follow through on the missed puck.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to get the puck, missed it, hit him right under the chin. It's a penalty. It's just one that you don't like to take.
But talk about zapping the momentum away from their team. I mean, Davos just, the last 5 minutes, you got a sense that they're going to score the equalizer, and now having to kill off a minor penalty with 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, just 3 minutes to go. 2 minutes of that or less, I guess, here. Canadian power play 0 for 5, though, so far. Be a big moment if it could step up now. Weirkach will move it down low into the corner, and Canada will get set up. D'Agostini works his way off the boards and plays it back to Weirkach. He'll throw it far side. Nareau moves it down low. He's going to get it back here at the right point. Rolling puck, settles it down, shot through. And Lindback with Di Domenico parked right on his right, able to hang on.
A little different formation for Canada. Weirkach alongside Nareau in the first unit. Obviously smart with a 1-goal lead. 2.5 minutes to go. You want to have two defensemen on the ice. But Canada's still doing what they do. Get the puck back to Nareau. It's Ebbett, it's Di Domenico. predominantly the two of them in front of that, trying to create a diversion in front of Lindback.
Lindback stopped 34 of 36. Can't ask for much more from him.
No, and I thought at times he's looked shaky, and he's made the saves. Obviously, the one questionable call against Canada where they thought they scored their third goal, but other than that, he has been quite solid.
Nero moves it down low. D'Agostini in the high slot here for Canada. They'll play it in behind the net. DiDomenico back to Weirkach, who slid down along the boards. Back to DiDomenico. And an opportunity to get it out. Can't take advantage of it. Another crack at it here for Davos. And they will move it ahead. Ebbett with some back pressure will force Hischier just to play it down in behind the net.
Yeah, you can see D'Agostini played high up there. Canada never really committing to getting 3 down low.
In behind the goal, they'll take their time. Less than a minute now in the man advantage. Less than 2 in the hockey game. Canada a 2-1 lead. Here's Cody Curran, backhander from center ice. Sends it in. Boychuk gives chase. Cracknell out there as well, along with Corey Emerton. Davos will get control. They'll flip it high out to the blue line. Curran will settle it down. Is calmly played ahead. Picked up there by Adam Cracknell. Cracknell gets the blue line. Forced wide. Taken down as they slide into the corner by Fabian Heldner. And the puck underneath Heldner. He's looking for a whistle. Not going to get it yet as they poke away at him. And eventually the puck will come loose. And Davos will lug this out through the neutral zone. Now it's Simeon trying to take it towards the net. That was broken up. Curran had a couple of whacks at it, Doug.
Yeah, good job by Curran. Smooth skating defenseman for Canada. Really nice job just angling, playing Simeon. The key there was the gap.
Curran will play it in. He'll head off on a change. Lindback out behind his own goal. Leaves it there, and they'll play it around the far boards. Back to even strength. We're now in the final minute. Shot by Lindgren. Bounces in behind the goal. BX out there protecting a lead in the final 60 seconds for Canada. The net is empty. Lindback to the bench as this puck is flipped high. Takes a weird bounce right at the blue line. And now Davos is going to have to hurry as it's going to be chopped down the ice. And that's going to go for icing. An unfortunate bounce right at the blue line kind of mixed that whole play up for
It
them.
really did. Dubois wasn't able to control the puck. It was bouncing around and then, kind of a dumb play icing it there. Really. They had
Yeah,
a bit of control.
a little bit
and
of panic, I think,
a little
yeah.
bit. The whack, he just sort of whacked the puck blindly. And now having to have that face-off in their own zone, Lindback having to go back in the net, it kills that opportunity of the offensive zone face-off with 6 men. Instead now it's a 5-on-5 in your own zone.
Daniel Winnick out here on the draw for Canada. Less than a minute to play. They'll win it. And Mitchell will grab it and play it all the way back. Quincy back there for Canada. And from center ice, he'll hammer it in. And this will be the last shot here for Davos. Lindback goes back to the bench. Extra attacker is out. And Davos, with less than 30 to play, will bring it ahead to center. Hammered in by Nygren. Fukali out to stop it behind the goal. That's going to help the cause. It's behind Winnick. Can't get a whack at it. That does hit the netting, but it's not blown down. And they'll continue playing behind the goal. That definitely hit the netting. We had a perfect view of it. And Davos will continue. Lindgren sends one towards the goal. Fukali got a left pad on it. Canada will grab it, and they'll chip it out to the neutral zone. And Lapierre will send it towards the empty net just wide. But that's going to do it. Canada, with a big save from Fukali in the final 10 seconds, will get by Davos 2-1.
And you asked whether, after 40 minutes, whether it was going to take Fukali to help save Canada. That's exactly what it took. A great pad save. By the way, screen. Got his left pad, which I think was outstanding. Both his pads were really good tonight, but it really did come down to him making that key save at the end of the game for Canada.
Big game for Canada there to get it done as they get a 2-0 lead. Hang on for a 2-1 victory and will not be playing tomorrow. They'll get a day of rest with a 2-1 victory here over HC Davos. A huge thank you to Michael A. Charbon and Phil Williams, and of course back in Toronto, Vic Raudo and Dino Bovaro. For Doug Honegger, I am Dustin Nielsen. Canada tested early here by HC Davos, but coming out on top. 2-1 the final. Good night from Davos. Yeah, we got her.
That was nails. What an ending. What a closing.
Okay, cool.
job, boys. We love that. Off we go.